To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
This is a shakedown, get down or lay down, thugging in the alleyways, hallways and playgrounds. But I don't play around, flash like a Vegas town and bring the heat the same way. Pointed at your face is a shakedown, like mommy with the small weights and that ass that she break down.
What they're getting,
what you getting is the beat down. Run that, give me what you came with. Ninja, I ain't stutter, but this postly red butter. There's two loose of screws, this pole is no ditty. My blade isn't Wesley, but it leaves a $150.
and trying to take me out.
Yeah, I'ma leave you right here, but what you got's coming with me, it's a shakedown.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. This is a shakedown. This is a shakedown.
Up off that? Yeah, yeah, yes, up off. Hey! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Figth Friday. Hey, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. Let me see who we have up in here. Hold on, wait a minute, 1 second. Come on, put the weight on. Hit the Tyson bell. Who else we have up in here? Scott Brown. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man, look, first I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Facts Friday. Haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, give it up for the morning.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs. The Burnham man can boing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Hold on. What do you have to say? He says, put the fight on. No, put the ounce on. It's Facts Friday. Bye. Hit the Tyson bell. Hold on, everybody. We done messed up. It's diabolical. I swear before Lord, we haven't given up to a lady.
You should let me in. You
Yeah, hit the Tyson bell. You know you deserve better. Ladies, y'all deserve better. Hold on. Y'all deserve way better. One more.
You should let me in. You deserve
hit the Tyson bell. Hey, hold on, wait a minute, everybody, wait a minute.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Make it work. Mamie Mayfield. Love you, girl. Hold on. One more.
You should let me in. You deserve
Mamie. Hit the Tyson bell. Hold on, everybody. Felicia, what's going on, girl? Love you, girl. Hold on, Felicia. Hold on. One more.
You should let me in. You deserve
All right, my bad. Oh, wait. Hold on. Are we in the building? Up! Hell no. We outside.
It can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, Have a con with that vibe. Ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Hit the Tyson bell. Wait a minute. Something happened with the live? Something happened with the live? You good? Biz, come back. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Because it says that I'm live. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. You good? No, I didn't cut out. You good on my end. Okay. Do I have to block somebody for messing up the floor of the show? Let me know if I got to block somebody. I'm good. We good? Let me know who I got to block. You good now? Oh, I'm good now. Okay, y'all were off. Are we back, God? All right. Hold on. All right. Okay. I'll mess around, block your ass quick. And that's the black. Okay, listen. All right, listen. We locked in. Okay? We locked in. Hey, let me see. Put the finger on. Yeah. Everybody hit the like button. All right, we locked in. All right, listen. I got a few questions. All right. You did. I went out. You did go out for a minute. Oh, for a quick little second. Okay. Hey, up off. We outside. Okay. Put the connection on. Okay. Put the connection on. I get a question. All right, in the comments. And I get comments. Hey, what internet we on? Yeah. And I get comments. Joseph Parker. No, that's only for the Spider-Man Cup. About this watch. All right? About this watch. People say it's a Rolex. I hear nice watch. That's an expensive watch. His Excellency Turk al-Sheikh must have given it to him. All right? None of that is true. But I really love those comments for people to say, oh, he got to put the Rolex on, or it's a beautiful watch. All right. I want to give you the history of this watch. This watch is called a Tally and Twine watch. It's made by Tally and Twine. Tally and Twine is a black watch company built by black man who designed and manufactures his own watch. It represents a hood in Virginia that was full of crime and now not so much. And Tally and Twine Company represents the optimism of that neighborhood getting better. It was gifted to me by my middle brother on Christmas. And that's the story behind the watch. Now you know. Black owned, absolutely. Okay, let me see. Who you got? McKinney versus Smith and Riley versus Clark. Oh shit, man. I don't know. Hit Tyson bell. Virginia in the building. Okay. About to get one. 100%. Now I just let y'all know they make sure that it's affordable, but it is so high quality that I always get compliments on the watch. That's how good their product is. All right. Okay. Great stuff. Absolutely. Now it's Biz on. Yeah, I have a few. You have a few of them, CJ. There you go. Okay. Now let's talk. Yesterday, I made a video. Saying that I'm going to bet $3,000 on Conor Benn to defeat Cris Eubank Jr. And I'm going to keep to that word. I'm going to do it today on the Facts Friday. I told you I would. Not sure why people keep thinking I don't when I bet all my bets live in front of everybody. Why the hell would people challenge me on that? You got to watch the show more. But number two, I did say I predicted a Cris Eubank win, but I am betting on Conor Benn to win. People still don't understand the difference between a bet due to odds and a prediction. I don't know why people get confused on that all the time. You have people saying, ShowBizz, I disagree with you. Disagree with me on what? Cris Eubank is going to win. I said that's what I predict as well. So you disagree that I am betting on Conor Benn to win? Well, you got that wrong because I'm betting on Conor Benn to win. Now, the reason why is almost 2-to-1 odds. And you're going to see that on my bookie. And the reason why I'm leaning towards Conor Benn is one idea. Everybody hit the like. One idea. And that's that Cris Eubank literally had to mummify himself, destroy himself, deliver pain to his body to make weight. And he missed weight. I knew he would. He tried twice and has officially missed weight by a few ounces, but he couldn't get those ounces off for shit. He destroyed himself. I compared it to Oscar De La Hoya going down to 145 at a catch weight to fight Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, and I compared the two, not just because they both dropped is going down in weight that they're uncomfortable at, but they're going down in weight they're uncomfortable at 35 years old. The older you get, the more you are likely to go up in weight because that's what happens to your body. And the older you get, your metabolism slows down, you lose some testosterone, it becomes harder and harder to cut. Even more, it gets harder and harder to cut and then rehydrate and be healthy in the ring the next day. All right? Once again, now people are going to get moist because they think Cris Eubank wins no matter what, and now you're going to go up against me. Remember, I predict a Cris Eubank win. No need to get moist. I'm just speaking the facts. If it hurts your feelings, hit the door. But Cris Eubank Jr. is definitely weight drained. Couldn't make the weight. Let me give you guys first the receipts. Receipts, motherfucker! Now listen, I will be doing my live reaction of the weigh-in in an hour. All right, so we're going to chill here and then wait for the weigh-in, and I'm going to do the live reaction, and we're going to be done when that weigh-in is done. All right, but this is the show before the show. Now look, here's the receipts. Cris Eubank Jr. weighed at 160.2 pounds on his first attempt at today's official weigh-in for the Conor Benn fight, meaning that this weigh-in we're going to watch is just the performance. It's not the actual weigh-in. It's the display. Then weighed 160.05 pounds on his second and final attempt. Ben made his weight at 156.4, well under the limit, as we all would guess. He will be fined $500,000 per the weight clause in the contract and cannot exceed 170 pounds at the same day weigh-in tomorrow. So tomorrow he can't even blow up past 170 or else he's going to get further penalty. Those are the facts. Once again, if you get hurt by facts, fine. I knew that Cris Eubank Jr. was going to desperately try to make the weight. I wouldn't have, but I knew he would. Why? Because the whole lead up, and even before that, he's been saying he's a professional and that Conor Benn is not. And that is what motivated him to hit Conor Benn with the egg. So there's no way he can miss weight on purpose saying that he's the professional. The whole argument is that he's the professional, Conor Benn is not. So he destroyed himself, mummified himself, made himself sick, delivered pain to his body to make weight at 35. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Move on. His turkey, his excellency turkey shake and bake paid him $15 million. It doesn't matter. We're not talking about money unless you spending it. You're not spending it. It doesn't matter to me. We're talking about in the ring. What matters? Okay. Now let's look at the weigh-in and how it went this morning.
Nice and still. Take your time. And 156.4. Well done.
Okay, time to jump in the sauna. Now the fun begins.
Oh, wow. Where y'all gonna go?
Show me the motherfucking money.
He said, I almost passed out for him. That is hysterical. Somebody else said, hold on. Oh, Sergio, thank you so much, my brother. Somebody said, Eubanks Sr. called this ish. We all did. You have to be a fool not to. Hold on, let me see. He should have shaved his beard. That's funny. And somebody said that they do all of this stuff for money. Literally killing themselves for money. I can't find a comment, but I saw that one of you said that. We have no grounds on to talk that type of shit because we're going to watch it. And we're here interested. You can't say, look what these fools doing, and then participate. They're doing it for you too, fool. Because the fans are paying for it. That's where they get the money from. So we participate and contribute. We ain't got no grounds to stand on. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Now look, Katie, the boxer. Love you, boy. Now listen. Respect to Eubank Jr. for sticking to his damn word. He's a crazy man. He's crazy. All right. Now, hold on. This is what Conor Benn and Cris Eubank, they're back and forth on X. Cris Eubank Jr. said, pain is temporary. Glory is forever. Nigel Benn said, Christopher, who are you trying to fool and get sympathy from? I'm coming up to your weight at a weight that you've made your last 3 fights and most of your career. Hold on. It's like you're looking for excuses already. First time you've ever missed weight and the first time you've ever posted a weight cut clown. Is he looking for sympathy? Is he trying to bail out? Listen, let me help you with this. We are part of the spectacle, 100%. Let me help you with this. All right. First, real quick, when he talks about pain, Eubank talking about pain, this is what he's referring to when he said in the press conference yesterday.
You are funny, Cris. You made me laugh. Just focus on getting the weight off, fat boy.
Weight? What's weight? Weight is, everyone always talking about this weight thing. Yeah, the weight is painful.
Yeah, good.
I'm in pain right now. I'll be in even more pain tonight and tomorrow morning.
And the worst pain you've ever experienced comes Saturday night. I promise you that right now.
No, the question I ask myself is, what is pain?
Oh, shut up, Cris.
No, I'm serious. What is it?
Oh, shut up. You're going off. Oh.
He goes on, I'm going to save you from that. It was a very dark road he took us down. His brother passing away. It was real shit, right? You don't get no realer than that. His brother passing away, his father not liking him. Him now taking care of his brother's son, which would be his nephew. Some dark shit. But he was talking about that it's going to be painful. And that's what he was referring to on X. Let me see. Shit, I may bet on KO too after watching that. I'm trying to tell you. You're not saying that Cris Eubank win. You're just saying, hey, I may come up. Hold on. Let me see what you have to say. Biz to go. Love you, boy. I'm just saying what the stuff I say, and my takes aren't based on my feelings. It's based on receipts and data. I will look at something and then I will have a take. Sometimes my take is completely off. But then once I get what the truth is and I got that data, I have better takes because now I'm educated. So where I'm at right now, this is my take based on what I'm seeing, right? This is what a man does. Let me see. I listen to your live every day in the gym, work in the bag. You motivate me be to best fighter I can be, 100%. In the future, I aim to be on your fights list, all fighter list. I can't wait. I can't wait. Now listen, hold on. Flex on him. 1K on Ben by KO. We win together, we lose together. I'm putting 3K on it. Say the line, Biz, egg-shaped form. Exactly. Let me see. Artie Sanchez, love you, boy. Okay. Let me get my black 2 sugars. So here's the idea. I want to go through this with you guys. When you see everything he's talking about, everything, all the receipts that you got from Cris Eubank Jr., this might be my first time betting on my bookie. Love you, boy. You'll get a perk for that. Right? As long as you go to mybookie.com/showbiz, or no, mybookie.com and the promo code use ShowBizz, so you can get a perk for it. You get money back. Let me see. Sometimes the darkness is where you need to live to win, 100%. And sometimes it is just what it is. I'm going to ask you guys this. Somebody said, number one, the battle of the C-level fighters, and they put LOL. All right. I don't give a damn if they're F-level fighters. It's an A-level matchup. Hit the Tyson bell. I watch for entertainment. I love boxing across the board. So if it's a great matchup, I'm watching it. All right. Let's move on. That's a side note. But let's talk about Cris Eubank missing weight. Here's the thing I want to ask you, or I want to say, with this matchup between Conor Benn and Cris Eubank come tomorrow afternoon for the States, I think that this matchup is going to bring more light to if a fight is best for fighters to fight at their natural weight opposed to weight draining themselves. Y'all say they're 2 C-level fighters. There is no better opportunity to see. If you got 2 A-level fighters, it just won't show you as much as 2 C-level fighters will show you. Conor Benn hasn't even tried. He doesn't have to diet or try to make the weight. He's just training. So wherever his body goes naturally, when he eats clean, when he runs, when he doesn't drink, he doesn't participate in drugs or smoking or sex, and he exercises and he works, he get himself to a peak performance without worrying about draining himself. He doesn't have to worry about anything else. Just eating clean and working out and working at a peak performance and weigh in. I'm 156. This is going to let us know if this is where fighters should fight. Because if Conor Benn takes Cris Eubank into deep waters and drown him, that's going to say a lot. It said a lot with Manny Pacquiao versus De La Hoya. But those were 2 A-level fighters. So look at 2 C-level fighters. Okay? Let's look at 2. A lot of people say Conor Benn early, Cris Eubank late. No. When you look at how Cris Eubank Jr. is destroying himself, I think it's Conor Benn late. And maybe Cris Eubank Jr. early. All he had to do is take a dump. It works when I was at 147. I was 148 and had to lose 1 pound. I went to the bathroom to a dump and came back and weighed 145 and half is all technique. That is you assuming that he didn't take a dump. Because that video doesn't show him taking a shit doesn't mean that he didn't. So because you don't get the information, you don't have to fill it with what you guess. He could have taken 3. He could be all dumped out. He can't even piss no more. All dried out. Kidneys and liver dry. Because you ain't see him on the toilet, my brother. Doesn't mean he didn't take a shit. All right. That's the black two sugars. All he needed to do. Who the hell? He probably threw up, took his shit, everything. He just didn't want to put it on camera. And you don't have to see it. I know I don't. So this fight is going to show us that. I want you guys to check out the training. Cris Eubank, Conor Benn, media work. How does that look to you? Does Cris Eubank look explosive? How does that look to you? Ben has looked different after being caught PEDs. Talking about his power. Copy, but not all fighters know that. But that doesn't mean that you can tell if he knows that or not because you don't have the information. You shouldn't have said it that way. You should have just said, hey, I fight, and sometimes you got to take a dump. But you should have looked at it as that's all he needed to do as an authority. So let me see. He may quit. Somebody said something. Here we go. Call out DAZN for charging pay-per-view on top of 200 subscribers. I cannot call out DAZN for doing that because I am not the financial team of DAZN. I don't know what type of money they need in order to operate. All right. So if they don't charge pay-per-view, if they don't put money on top of that, they go out of business, then I would have to be a damn fool to tell them to go out of business. So I'm not one of those types. I'm just not a damn fool. Y'all know what y'all got to do. It's kind of like you. ShowBizz, if you true to boxing, stop receiving super chats. Well, that's how I keep my lights on. You don't know my financial situation. You don't know how I keep the business going. So get out of people's pockets. If you want to pay, pay and watch. If you don't, don't. That's your decision. But you cannot tell people how to run their business when you have no idea how that business is ran. Okay, hold on. Let me move forward. Maria, flex on them. Hold on. When's the last time the dehydrated fighter won? I have to think about that. I'm pretty sure it happened. I really have to think. Whoa. Devin Haney beat Lomachenko. Finally caught you live, Biz. 100%. Okay. So let's look at it again. Conor Benn punching and Cris Eubank. Look at their full body. Look at how they're moving. Look at the snaps, the snap on their punches or the lack thereof. Look, Tim Butler has it right. Cris looks like he is saving energy. Absolutely. Conor Benn doesn't have to. Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place my bet on my bookie. $3,000. We're going to do it right now. We're not even going to play around. Cris Eubank may win that fight, but I'm going to put money on Conor Benn. If I lose money, I lose money. But I have a reason why. And all I'm saying now, before the weigh-in, before we watch the weigh-in live on DAZN, I'm just saying there is a logical reason why I'm betting the money. I'm not saying that means Conor Benn wins. I'm saying there's a logical reason why I'm going for the underdog in my bet. That's all I'm saying. Now, if it disagrees with your bet, who gives a shit? Everybody think differently. Let's respect it. It's all good. I do predict a Cris Eubank victory, but I'm going to try to get the bag with Conor Benn based on all the receipts I show. All right? You can disagree. You can think that I'm going to lose my money, but you can't say there's no logical reason why I'm doing it. All right? Let me see. Trying to make weight isn't a smart move, Eubank. But he had to. He had to try because he was calling Conor Benn unprofessional the whole lead up. It's either Benn gets him out there in the first 5 or 6 rounds, or it may go 12 unless Cris is too dehydrated. And that's what I'm saying. Cris Eubank can just be burning out while Conor Benn is just keeping the same pressure and just getting better and better. He's healthy. When somebody is dehydrated and somebody is weight drained, that means they can't run a marathon. They can only sprint. Which is why Ryan Garcia was throwing sloppy punches against Tank Davis. He knew he couldn't go 12. He was trying to get him out. That's why he wasn't even boxing, right? Hold on, let me see. That's right. You are running a business and it's not easy. You have to find info and make sure it's correct and not hear say that is why I like your channel. Love you, boy. I'm saying, brother, I don't know people's business. Hey, McDonald's need to sell their cheeseburgers for free. Who the hell am I? You get what I'm saying? Everybody should put a bag on both bids. No, you do. You put a bag. That's your money. That's your money. Once again, we're talking about controlling other people's money. That's your business, your money. You do what you do. This is what I'm gonna do. It's more fun this way for me. Okay, everybody. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Here we go. Now we're here. I did all that to let you know why we're getting here. All right, everybody. About to place a bet on my bookie. My bookie that I want to try. My bookie that I want to try. I'm only betting on the main line. All right. Just for a flat out Conor Benn victory. It's already hard enough that I'm betting on Conor Benn to win. I don't need no extra shit. Now, I told you guys I'm going to bet $3,000 to win $4,200. I'm going to ask you guys right now. All right? Because I'm nervous as hell. Who's coming with me? Is anybody going to bet on Conor Benn? So I can feel your energy. Because now that I talked all that shit, the moment of truth is here, and I'm afraid. All right? I'm afraid. Not me. Okay. I'm a bet on Benn. Okay, we standing on business. All right. No, absolutely not. I got 20. Nope. I would, brother, but already did the good. Okay. Let me see. There's all right. All right. So we got a mixed bag. And guess what I'm gonna do? Let's go. Conor Benn. Conor Benn. Conor Benn. I just put $3,000 on your ass to win, Conor. I have a logical reason to do this shit. We just put $3,000 on Conor Benn to win. My bookie that I want to try. Man, that's crazy. I know it's crazy. It's crazy, and I'm insane. But it's logical. I'm going to throw $5 on it. There you go. My bookie not available. But it's logical. Pause. I bet on KO for Benn. Do you? Now, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this real quick. Cris also has a rehydration clause. I know we said that. And he can't come up over. I know we spoke on that for the fight, which gives another point for Benn to win by KO. If I'm Cris Eubank, I'm just going to have to get fined again. I can't worry about it. And here's what I'm worried about. Cris Eubank missing weight, rehydrating at 35. I'm just saying I saw what that did to Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar was boxing with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao didn't knock him out. He just stayed busy, and Oscar was washed. And he retired on his stool because of little Manny's pressure and busyness, because little Manny was healthy. He weighed in at 142. He just trained and weighed in at 142 when the catch weight was 145. And his pace just was too much for Oscar De La Hoya because he was healthy. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, how old was Oscar De La Hoya? Let me see. Just checking that you bet for the knockout or for kind of Ben to just win. Just checking. You bet for the knockout or just win. Just win. Yo, Biz, do you know why Eubanks Senior and Junior aren't talking? No, I don't. Senior interviews crashing out. I know. I think Conor is a super live underdog, but after I've been watching his workouts, will his stamina hold up? That's the question. 35. He was 35. How old is Cris Eubank Jr.? Cris wanted to make weight, then come in over. But he can't come in over because he'll be fine. And he won't be a professional. The new four kings, Ryan, T.O., Boots, and Haney at 147. I don't know. 35 is Cris Eubank. It gets tougher when you get up there. It gets tougher when you get up there. Okay, everybody, let's move on. Let's move on. We placed the bag. We'll get back to this because, of course, we're going to be doing the live reaction of the weigh-in. We'll get back to it. But first, let's look at Jermall Charlo. Did you guys see him yesterday in that interview or that face-off or that online press conference on the PBC going the hell off? What do you guys think about this?
Like Thomas, I'm gonna beat your ass. You do know that. I'm back. He back. That's what I wanted. He back. So
that shit don't bother, bro.
Remember
I don't
all
give a
that
fuck,
shit you
bro.
talking
What you
about.
talking about?
All that shit you talking about. I'm like if when I knock you out, you out, I'm a stomp on your ass.
All right, we'll see. Are we gonna see? We're gonna see.
So keep talking. Keep running your mouth, Mister. Keep running your mouth. Watch. I'm gonna show you.
That's what he say. All right,
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. You can't fuck with me. I'm gonna show you. I'm a spit on your ass, nigga. When I get to you, don't say nothing.
You too emotional, champ. Well, go ahead, Sean.
I'm gonna show you how much emotional I am. The nigga bum. The nigga's a bum.
Right. All right, so you fighting a bum. All right, so you fighting a
you
bum.
A fucking
then.
Bum.
Fuck is you talking about?
You a fucking bum.
Fuck is you talking about, bro?
You a fucking bum.
Up. Like,
nigga, you a fucking bum.
Shut up, bro.
You want to be black so bad. You want to be black so bad.
Yo, there's something. I don't know, guys. Make sure you show up.
Yeah,
make sure you show up. Make sure you
not
show
even
up.
Get the fight. Shut up.
Make sure you show up.
Shut up, bitch.
Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up.
You on my
Make sure you
card,
show
bitch.
up.
Shut up.
Charlo looked like he was about to cry. No cap. I hope that brother's all right. That brother, I know the cry face. That it looked like he very I don't know. Unstable as hell. Now, I'm just gonna it looked like he was about to cry. He was so emotional about it. I don't know what Lamana did to him. Yeah, but it doesn't look right. Let me see. His voice cracked too. Yeah, his voice cracked. His eyes look. Jermall's been going through it, bro. He's been going through it. Shit. Let me see. Cris most likely wanted to make weight, but then come in over 10 pounds the day of the fight, and Jermall sounds like he's drunk or medicated. I don't know what Cris Eubank wanted to do. I can't even guess. I can't even, you know what I mean? I can't even feel that with just a guess like that. It's just too much to guess. It's crazy. People say Conor got no power based off two fights. Give it time. Teofimo Lopez, we can say lost power because of numerous performances, not Ben. Ben to me lost power. Let me see. The tier was jerking. The tier was on the brink. To me, Conor Benn lost power, in my opinion. To me. Listen, bro. Listen. He was punching like a superhero. Bro. Conor Benn went from being like okay to punching like a superhero. You listen, I don't know what happened, but what he was hitting Algieri with to make him somersault in the ring, and that last knockout shot, and I think Van Heerden, he knocked him out too. But the most incredible one, in my opinion, is stopping Samuel Vargas in the first round early. That shit, listen, he retired Samuel Vargas. One thing you could say about Samuel Vargas, if you know him, he's going to stand there and you got to hit that dude with a baseball bat to drop him. He knocked him out in the first round. I've seen Samuel Vargas go toe-to-toe with Errol Spence. I've seen Samuel Vargas take many shots from Danny Garcia. I've seen Samuel Vargas go to war with Amir Khan. And that guy, one thing he has is durability. And Conor Benn knocked him out in the first round. Now, I remember when I called that fight, I said, that is insanity. Because I know Samuel Vargas. Let me see. Now that he can't consume them eggs, he's weaker. So what are you saying? So he lose. Fine. He's still undefeated. No matter what, he's still undefeated. I've seen Chris Eubank lose to not the best fighters. Chris Eubank isn't that consistent either. This is what I want you guys to understand. All right. We are seeing Chris Eubank Jr. as the more skillful fighter. And he may be. I don't know for sure, but he may be. But when I look at Chris Eubank Jr., I don't see Sweet Pea Whitaker. When I look at Chris Eubank Jr., I don't see Floyd Mayweather. I don't see Terrence Crawford. I don't know why people are seeing this genius of a slick fighter. He all right. He cool. And what I'm saying is, that's the guy who's weight drained. I can understand if it's Boots in this weight drain. I can understand if it's Tank Davis, Bam Rodriguez, Inoue, weight drain. I can understand. We're talking about Chris Eubank Jr. Y'all acting like the brother is Sugar Ray Robinson. No hate. I'm just saying he cool. He cool. He can fight. What did Floyd say? He a good little fighter. You know what I'm saying? He cool. He cool. Let me see. I look at Chris and say he pretty good. He pretty good. So kind of they're like right there. They're like right there. Okay, everybody, let's move on. Let's move on because we don't want to lose time. We're 45 minutes in. Let's do knockout.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Nah.
He weathers through it though.
Oh! That's gonna do it!
Stone Cold knockout! Spencer Lazara in his MMA debut. Stuns. Padu breaks for second. Zanino's throw into the runner, and they got him. Hit. Oh my goodness, that's unbelievable.
The ball hit him and then...
Oh, baby! Oh!
Не давай нашу, не давай, не давай. Уходи, уходи, уходи сейчас, уходи. Не давай нашу, не давай.
Witnesses are recounting some of the drama that unfolded on the Sunshine Coast this afternoon. Two sisters have told how their mother and man raced to help when the carjacked SUV rolled on Steve Irwin Way, only to find the gun-wielding car thief emerging from the wreck. Here's some of what they had to say.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, "Run, he's got a gun." And our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum, where's Mum?" And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?" Because he had all blood all over his face. And he goes, "I'll shoot you." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to help." And Mum distracting him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the bush behind the fence. And the guy goes to her, "I'll find you and I'll shoot you." All I was thinking about when we were running, I hope he doesn't fire. Yeah, we were so blessed.
How close to him do you think you were?
Well, see, he was up there, and we were past our driveway. Yeah. You don't think of all of that at the time. No, you just run for your safety.
Knockout. That shit. Butthole full pucker. Butthole on full pucker. Brother, that right there, Sadate, can you imagine raising that shit? I understand identical twins, but damn. They attached to the shoulder like Siamese. Saying shit at the same time. I ain't that. Bruh, that, I'm telling you, if you hit one, the other one will scream. They're not leaving this earth separate. It's not happening. That is not happening. They are one. Let me see. Biz, why are they being stingy with the likes? Cause you know, I can never get that. Everybody, please hit the like if you can. But I can never get that, the whole like thing. You know, it's hard for me to even ask for. It's kind of like it's hating at this point. I don't know what it is. Like, you don't need the likes. Yes, I desperately do. Biz, why don't you have 1 million subscribers? Nobody hits the like. I'm giving away an autographed boxing glove, George Foreman boxing glove. George Foreman, love you, boy. Tomorrow, all right, for the fight. You guys, make sure you follow my bookie on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like, damn it, and say me in the comments if you want a chance to win. I give away thousands of dollars. I'm giving away $20,000 once we get to 350,000 subscribers. Dude, I'm talking about this is the type of community where I got 2 autographed George Foreman boxing gloves. You think that ain't a lot of money? Giving away Sugar Ray Robinson autographed boxing cards, Muhammad Ali autographed boxing glove, Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather autograph, Manny Pacquiao autograph, Terrence Crawford, Ryan Garcia. How many Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder autographed by Anthony Joshua, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury? Give. All I need y'all to do is hit the damn like. And it's like, brother, that's impossible, but give me some more. Let me see. Sounded like he had to hype himself up. Hope all is well. Need Maul come back. We can get the Maul versus Plant, another storyline about this year. And it seems like Plant head is going to be on his shoulders and focused. All I know is that we are going to see another fine coming tomorrow. That's the Black Two Sugars. Okay. I was playing with Ryan Garcia, pause, last night, pause, on Undisputed. All right. You know, I've been playing the computer lately. It's so much more fun. And plus you learn. I figured out that my timing's been horrible on Undisputed because after the updates, I've been playing it how I've been playing it, and it's just not the same game. All right. So I got to play against the computer and get my timing right. I had a fight with Sugar Ray Robinson, and I won 114-113 on Undisputed against Sugar Ray Robinson with Ryan Garcia. That was a war. I had a ball. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I had to pause everything up. We have 10 minutes left before we go live into the zone war room to watch the live weigh in and do our reaction. But I want to do a real quick look at that. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. Hold up. Hold your ass up. Y'all rushing me way too much. Dude, where the hell is my look at that? Y'all better stop rushing the brother. Dude. Oh, here he is. Look at that.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Look at that. Look at that.
Check this out. Rowdy Piper.
And that is a genuine beer. I just checked it just now.
All right. Come here, Pop. Come here. I want you to see the glass in my hand, and you listen to me, sheep herders. You listen to me. This would knock just any normal man down, sheep herders. But I want you to just think about one thing. Getting this title in the cage is going to make $45,000 difference in my annual earnings, brother. This is the biggest match of my life, and I'm going to do it with my partner. And you listen to me. There's an old saying, sheep herders. You think we're just getting started? Saddle the ponies. Listen to me, brother. Saddle your pony. You bet.
Rowdy Piper, bro. Let me tell you something. That's the wrestling I grew up on. Dusty Rhodes busting his head wide open. Let me see. Tough fight to call. If Cris had take Ben's onslaught, if Cris can take Ben's onslaught, it may go 12. Cris is dehydrated and Ben lost strength. Who is worse off? Tough to call. That is very tough to call. I'm thinking Cris Eubank is worst off because Conor Benn is at least going into the ring healthy and happy. All right. Listen, that's the wrestling I grew up on. Bro, the wrestling today is fun, it's funny. But what I grew up on, bro, you believed it. Dude, you saw that was on TV. I miss those days. You believed that shit. That dude bust a beer bottle, Coors Light, over his head full. A full beer bottle he busted over his damn head. Now we thought wrestlers were the craziest, toughest men on the planet. They were. Those were some bad boys, bro. Let me see. Tag team boxing, T.O. and Ryan versus Dev and Tank. Who wins? Well, Tank already beat Ryan. Well, you can't really do that because at what weight class? And Tank is too small to even fight at 135, right? People got Tank the smallest person ever. So I can't even. You got to give like 4 people that's willing to fight at 147. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Okay. Somebody brought up who's worse off. Let me see. I'll put money on Ben for one thing. Bad intentions. Bill Burr. Listen. Earthquake was hilarious. Listen. Who's worse off? I want to ask you guys in the war room. He was asking, who is worse off? Conor Benn going up. He's fighting at 156. The fight is at 160. But he weighed in at 156. Not that much different than what he weighs in as. Conor Benn or Cris Eubank? Who is worse off? No, New Jack was the GOAT. I can give a shit. He's one of the funniest wrestlers to ever watch ever. The Legion of Doom. Let me see. Eubank. Cris Eubank. Ben. Let me see. Rhea Ripley banging though. Oh my God, yeah. Only reason I watch WWE because she's fun. That she's to me too. I think she's beautiful. Let me see. Eubank. Yo, checking in. Nope, Biz to go. Love you, boy. Eubank. So, like I said, look at Devin Haney at 144. Look at Devin Haney. Looks healthy and happy. You guys see him on DAZN training. They show him at Big Bear. He's talking about how he's eating burgers and whatever he wants, and he's in great condition. Look at him. Look at Devin Haney. Look at Ryan Garcia. You see how good he looked at 147? You see how he looked? These guys, you have to look at Teofimo Lopez at the press conference, vasculated, shoulder developed, shredded wheat, shredded up, looking healthy. Listen, can Ben still crack though, Biz? It seems like he lost some strength after he stopped doing fertility. Well, here's my thing. He doesn't have to crack. He just have to be. I'm not saying that Conor Benn is going to be punching real hard. I didn't even put money on a KO. I'm not saying I got Conor Benn. I put money on Conor Benn because he punched very hard. Didn't say that. What I'm saying is that the weakened state of Cris Eubank and the busyness of Conor Benn, I promise you, come tomorrow, Conor Benn is going to be on him like flies on shit. And Cris Eubank is going to have to be able to catch him, bam, with explosive nice shots and drop him, bam, because Conor Benn is going to be on him like Iron Mike Tyson, healthy and happy. Skin good, healthy, bam, 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 fast, willing, ready to go 12. He has some great sparring. I'm not saying he's swatting. I'm saying Cris Eubank is going to have to deal with that for 12. The condition he's in, he's not going to be able to endure it. There's a great chance that his endurance is just gone. What his body is going through. As kind of, just listen, bro. Listen, bro. Where we at? That full body conditioning he has. I want y'all to try that. He's going to be ripping, bruh, while a guy like Cris Eubank is popped. That's what I'm saying. He's going to be healthier. And what I'm saying is there must be, now the War Room has been helping with changing the wave of boxing. And we're going to continue on with the boxing revolution. These fighters have to fight at their natural weight, at where they are at peak performance, not weight draining themselves. Because if you can't fight at your peak performance, how good are you really? If you got to fight down. Plus, it's unhealthy. We talk about brain damage and we talk about death in the ring. And people keep saying how unsafe boxing was in the day. As many people today, same amount of people are dying, if not more, in the ring. Do you know why that is? Brain dehydration and getting hit, sweat flying off your head, your bone dry because you're cutting down in an unhealthy manner. And your organs and everything is overworking for you to be able to do something that is not natural. Boxing for 3 minutes every round for 12. And as that fight goes on, you're taking horrible damage. There's a reason why Archie Moore passed away as an old man and was fine. Sugar Ray Robinson speaking fine. And he had 100 and something damn fights. When you cut yourself down like that, destroying your liver, destroying your kidneys, destroying your brain, and then go in there and rehydrate, your body is sick. It needs to rest. And you go in there, and then somebody is going upside your damn head like this here. Bruh, you got to ask yourself, what is more unhealthy? Roy Jones Jr. knew to go up as he grew. When last time you seen Errol Spence fight? Oh, let me see. I'm scared that when Haney hits Ramirez, we hear a squeak from a dog. That off topic, but Biz, where you get your beats? I produce custom beats. Please let me know if you need some. Let's work. I search on the internet. I just search and then I find a dope beat. I don't search long either. I just dope beats. So I just look, and the first thing I click on, I'm usually like, let me spit. Can Ben still crack? That's all. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you look at somebody doing
Nice and still. Take your time. And 156.4. Well done.
Okay, time to jump in the sauna. Now the fun begins. Oh wow. We are going to go right now.
That brother is a pharaoh, a mummified pharaoh right now. Y'all can call that healthy if you want. Well done. Like he struggled to make weight. Right. Well done. That brother was out of there. Let me see. Master Chef, keep cooking, Biz. Love you, boy. We might get us another No Mind Saturday to look like that and still miss weight. It's wicked work. It's ridiculous. Who do you got in J. Paul versus Chavez Jr.? J. Paul. Let me see. Bro went Drano. That's what I'm saying. And Eubanks missed weight looking like that. He missed weight looking like that. Y'all think that's good? I'm not saying that Conor Benn got pop. I'm not saying I put money on Conor Benn because he got power. I'm not saying I'm putting money on Conor Benn because he's an A fighter. I'm saying his fighting style to push that guy who is obviously unhealthy. He's unwell. You may get an upset tomorrow. Let me see. I got Steve Willis' eye in that fight for the win. Hilarious. I think everybody that's watching this chat about tip you out. I mean, should tip you out. Thank you for giving me some good insight. Always in boxing. Just want to love you, boy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All the stop it biz and everything. I have a logical reason. Let me see what's going on with the live. We're gonna check out this live. Okay. So it comes on in 4 minutes. I can't wait to check it out. Because you know what I'm mostly interested in? I am mostly interested in the post weigh-in interview. I want to know what Conor Benn has to say. I really want to know what Chris Eubank has to say. Conor Benn saying he's setting up excuses. Chris Eubank can easily be like, it was very hard to make weight. I'm not going to say it's not. Conor Benn going to see it as excuses. Obviously, it's hard. It's dangerously hard to make weight. But it's going to be hard to say that he's a professional when he missed weight because he didn't make the weight. It's going to be hard tomorrow when he misses the weight again for same day to say he's a professional. A lot of that shit's going to go back to him. He hit Conor Benn with the egg and missed weight after destroying himself. I told you guys, when I did that interview on Ring Magazine with Chris Eubank, love you, boy. That's my guy. That guy lifted his shirt. He was looking in the mirror. He had some coffee. I had my black 2 sugars. He has something pretty similar because I think they put cream in his, but it was like, he didn't do a lot. He lifted his shirt. That dude had a 15-pack. That dude was like 180 something pounds. I said, for this guy to make it a 160, I already had it in my head. When I was talking to him, I said, man, you in shape now. He was shredded at 180. He was shredded at 180. I swear before Lord, that man was shredded at 180. Hold on, y'all. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen for y'all. It's on. Let me share the screen for y'all. All right. Let's take this off here, because now we're about to see this, the moment of truth. We already know he missed weight. I just want to see what he has to say. We're in the zone war. We're in the zone war, man. Dude, let me see. It's on Biz. They live. Ben Eubank weigh-in just started. Biz, that wasn't a black two sugars. It was crumpets and tea. No, that he asked. He said, let me get some coffee. He said it so eloquently. He said, let me get some coffee. I definitely needed my black two sugars. Hey, and don't forget, y'all, I'm going to New York in a few days. We're going to be live in New York at the City Winery. The tickets are in the description box. If you're going to be in New York, I'm going to be doing Fight Week with DAZN, right? Get all that going. Hopefully we have some more viral. We're going to have more viral moments. That's what we do. All right. But I'm going to be there to do my live show May 1st, Thursday next week. Make sure you're there.
Who is that? What's his name? ShowBizz, soul brother #1, and I'm in this bitch. Who is that? What's his name? Black son, soul brother #1, and I'm in this bitch. Who is that? What's his name? ShowBizz, soul brother #1, and I'm in this bitch. Who is that? What's his name? Black son, soul brother #1, and I'm in this bitch. Yeah.
Listen. I hope the Saints get Sanders tonight. Let me tell you something, brother. When the Saints picked up one of the best offensive linemen coming out, fine, top 3 offensive linemen, all right, in Banks. When we picked them up, I was like, damn, because I know we need a quarterback. Said, well, forget it, because I said we ain't going to get Dart. We definitely ain't going to get Sanders. To see that Sanders is still on the board, my fingers and toes are crossed to let Deion Sanders' son drop down to the 2nd round. If we come up with an offensive alignment like that, protecting Sanders, this is where I'm at. I think the conspiracy is there. Deion Sanders is like, we want you in the dome with the Saints. That's what he must have. Listen, Deion got pulled. Deion, I'm thinking a conspiracy. No way you let Sanders drop out of the 1st round. No way. Not with his production, not with his pedigree. There is no way you let that kid drop out the 1st round. Yo, Deion must have said, we want you in the dome. If you give that boy protection, we want you in the dome. That's the only thing I can think of, because that is some, listen, I would love to get Sanders, but I got one word for that: bullshit. That is some bull. Sanders, the draft must be rigged. It must be rigged. You let Sanders listen, bruh. Sanders may be the best quarterback coming out. I know they say Cam Ward. He may be the best one. That brother had no pass protection, no running game. That brother may be the best dude. All right. All right. Talk biz. Brother, all right. No, you're not, but he may be. Listen, I had no problem with Dart because winners win. So I wanted the Saints to get Dart too. When Dart went to New York, I was like, damn, because winners win, bruh. Right? Beating Eli Manning, right? And Ole Miss winning his ass off. I wanted Dart too, but Sanders may be the best quarterback coming out. The draft is rigged. You can't get Dart. You don't like Dart, man. All Dart does is win. It may not look like, he got the biggest arm in the world, but all he does is win, bro. Let me see. Here we go, Biz. Yeah, let's roll. Let's work. My bad.
Boxing was so slim that it's like it wasn't even really worth me trying. Guess the sickness inside of me. Let me see how far I can get. But I've done that now.
Why do this to yourself? Because I love the challenge.
Yeah, he might go to Cleveland. You better trade up.
The fighting. As long as I reach my full potential and I can look back and go, I've done everything I could.
I don't have to fight now. I could retire tomorrow and I would be okay.
Silk
but
pajamas.
I don't want to be fine. I want to be excellent.
Nice.
Before I even turned pro, it got mentioned. Irrelevant of how far apart we were in our careers when we first started, the gap seems to have closed very quickly, mainly because of all the work I've been doing.
He doesn't worry me. He doesn't scare me. I don't see him as a threat.
What, you think I'm be a walk in the park?
I mean, yeah, on a nice summer's day. Prove me wrong.
I rise to the occasion every single time. I'm ready for this.
He said he's gonna be a walk in the park. Dude, that Mike Tyson shit cold. Man.
It's never black and white.
He loves his father.
Can't have one without the other.
That's the sad thing.
In my opinion, it's stopping inside out.
Cris Eubank Jr. loves his father, bro.
Trooping session.
Said this, and I believe I win by stoppage within 6.
If he's saying it's going to end in 6 rounds, then it will end in 6 rounds. He will end in 6 rounds.
Boys in trouble.
The dark without the light.
Cris Eubank has to fight. I like when he's throwing his. I really do. I like when he's throwing his, bro.
Welcome back to London as we make our penultimate stop.
I like not just box. You got to fight. I love when Cris Eubank is opening up and throwing his. To me, that's when he's at his best.
Now, I'm
nervous about my bet, though. I ain't gonna lie, because I think Cris Eubank probably gonna take it. I'm nervous about my bet.
Two of the very best.
$3,000. That was one hell of a bet.
Tony Benny, absolute pleasure to have you here. Now, Carl, a fresh face here on the DAZN broadcast this week, but I know
nobody cares about Inoue. Well, you don't, but Bug gonna stop. You don't, dog. You only care about sucking off Bud, bro. That's your job. The rest of us, man, if you got on gloves, we give a damn.
It's been a bit of a letdown. No.
Oh, for all we know, Eubanks Sr. is putting on a show with his son and will be in his corner. That'll be beautiful. That'll be beautiful.
Did you ever really believe that we'd be in this position?
No, BS, that was a brilliant bet. I think it was, Cole. I think it was. Hey, yo, that's all he cared about. He named himself after Bud.
Who look just like their dad, who fight just like their dad. Would we be here?
BS, that's what gambling is. You got this. Maria! Thank you, girl.
There's people talking and weight classes and so all that nonsense. It goes away once the money side gets met. Once the money side gets met, everything happens in boxing. It's as simple as that. We've seen what's happened over the last 18 months, 2 years since His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh's got involved in the sport. All the problems, all the bickering, all the nonsense.
Let's talk about this before we get to the weigh-in. Let's talk about this. All right. It was a smart bet to come up. I'm saying, if I win $4,200 on my way to New York, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna have a good time out there. I'm gonna have a good time out there. Let's talk about this. Did you guys understand my take when I said it was when I said that it was brilliant for them to have Shakur Stevenson and Zepeda be considered the headliner for the lead up to the fight, and to have Berlanga versus Shiraz as the headliner come fight night? Brother, I thought that was wait, whoa.
20 kgs, it's a bit light, isn't it? Let's just see what you're on. Come on. Nice and still. Take your time. And 156.4. Well done.
Whether he makes it, whether he don't make it, it's had a tougher night than me, that's for sure.
I'll be in New York, bro. Can't wait to meet you. Love you, boy.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
We stopped the cameras. We didn't agree to any filming in it.
All right, let's just get him on.
Oh God, he looks sick.
Take your time, Chris.
Yeah, I will take my time.
Yeah, no,
that's right.
Why is he filming? We'll tell you when we're ready to film. I've never been in.
He's pissed.
Mate, I've never been in a weigh-in. Everyone's contracted. Yeah, but that's at 6 p.m. The open line. Why is everyone there?
Why is everyone here?
Like all these films. Why is all this filming there? I don't understand.
There's too many cameras in the
Why don't you just let the Ring magazine do it then?
No cameras, but the ringmaker's there. Please.
Okay, nice and still.
They knew he was gonna miss.
160.2.
Yes.
Damn.
160. Okay.
Hey, Dave East can rap. Could Plant and Charlo be on Canelo undercard? Oh, that'd be dope.
0.05. 160.05. Finished. Oh, obviously Eubank turned up late, 0.2 of a pound over, took his pants off, 0.1, and then eventually made the decision to go and have a stroll around to try and get that last ounce off, but kind of left it too late.
He was naked.
And unfortunately, half a ounce over.
He was
Obviously,
naked.
There's a penalty
Naked.
for that, but
Bucky naked.
goes on.
Still
And we like our chances.
buck naked. That brother was booty buck naked on the scale.
There from inside,
Bruh.
From what you've seen there and from what you
And then
understand,
has
what does
to
that mean? What missing weight, going back, missing weight again, not just the monetary value we're hearing is $500,000, but what does that mean mentally? You both have been there, you both had to cut weight, you both had to move up divisions. Tony, talk to me about what that does to a fighter.
Mentally, it does nothing to the fighter mentally, but you know, he's given everything he's got. I don't care how much he's earning tomorrow night. $500,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a maximum amount of damage for a minimal stake on his part. So it is what it is. It won't make it. I don't think it plays into any way side tomorrow.
regaining weight overnight.
When he gets in that ring, he will be fully hydrated. He will be fully fueled, and he will be ready to go. And this isn't his first rodeo. Let's not forget that.
He's gonna be
so he'll be ready.
I think
His
Conor
body's
will get
gonna
a bit of
be
a
tired.
deal from it. Look, he would have known that it's going to be tight for Eubank on the weight anyway, and to make that 160-pound limit. But to know, Conor, to know that Eubank's been struggling all night. He hasn't slept. He's had to get up in the morning, try and lose the remainder while he's been having a nice night in bed. That's something that Conor can take with him and going forward in this fight, he can use to his advantage. But I don't think Eubank Jr., if I'm being honest, will worry too much about it. He knows, and we all know it was going to be tight for him to make the weight.
Man, it did wear him out mentally. You saw him snapping like, wow, the camera's here and all that shit.
There were rumblings and rumors that it was going to be hard for him.
I'm sick. I can't make it to New York. That's all right. My daughter has Nash about War Room. Show up and show out. I love you, boy. Thank you, brother.
Affected more than what we've seen today. It'll be interesting to see just what Eubank Jr. looks like on the scales. Now we've seen footage of him from this morning. There's going to be a difference already. And
Yeah, he's gonna look good on the scale. He's gonna look decent.
So we will see him inflated. I'll put a bet on it now. Eubank is probably 7-8 liters of water deep at this stage because he's so dry. I bet he has him on.
I already made my bet, bro.
That's how hard it is for him to make this weight.
Is this the trouble with trying to make a fight like this, where one fight is jumping up 2 weight classes, might be 2.5?
You bet on Haney?
Is that where the problem's going to come?
I don't think it's that. It's as deep as that. I think Conor's been fighting at 154 recently. Cris has been fighting at 160 and 168. Cris has come down. Listen, don't sign up to a fight and a weight that you can't make. It's quite simple. Honor your obligations. He hasn't done that. Now I feel for him because, believe me, I don't care what anyone else's opinion is. He's gave that absolutely everything. He's gave it everything to make that weight. I don't care what anyone says.
He's going to come in heavy. He doesn't want to come in. It doesn't matter.
Short by a minimal amount. That lets you know he had nothing else left to give. Today was the hardest part.
He had nothing else left to give.
And
So he couldn't give a shit.
6 pounds, 5-6 pounds
Literally.
tomorrow morning, but he does it fully hydrated, fully fueled with carbohydrates in him. It'll fall off tomorrow morning.
He missed it by such a little amount, like half an ounce. He could have, if he had more time, if he
Well,
didn't
the
go up
snack
to the
have to
weigh-in
be in the
so late,
system already.
he could have shaved that off his legs or his beard, or you know what I mean. You'd have got that off somewhere, but because he left it so late, I think it's a costly mistake.
He left it so late because he knew that he was having struggle.
Yeah, I was
he knew
hearing
the time he was supposed to be here. No one's late
I
for
was
the
hearing
weigh-in.
Eddie Hearn.
It doesn't matter. Him shaving off his bit, man. I'd keep my beard. I got
actually turned up.
I'm already
an hour
sick.
late. So I mean, does that tells you, right, that he's probably bone dry when he.
You know what the difference is? He's miscalculated because my prediction on this is he thought he'd lose more than sleep, and he lost nothing in the sleep. That's where the calculation's gone wrong. He's gone to bed expecting to lose maybe a pound, half a pound, and he lost nothing in the sleep because his body had literally started saying to him, no more.
That's
When
what
your body
Errol
starts
Spence
saying
was
no more
talking about with
body weight's
Mikey
getting out of
Garcia.
bed,
And
my
everybody's
boss
like,
is
Errol
shocked.
Spence ain't
You
got
gotta
power.
literally
He ain't
drag
knocked
it
out
from
Mikey
your body.
Garcia.
That's
Brother,
what
that
matters.
dude
You
was
boys have
drained.
ample
Yeah, no
experience
pop.
in that time. Talk us for your own experience doing that and how it's affected you in fights.
Well,
Is the
I
fight
was the
Where you get
IBF
that from?
champion, so there was always, when I was the champion, there was always the 10-pound limit the next day. And even for a small man like me, that was difficult to stay within. I used to go to bed at 11.5 pounds, over the 10 pounds, or over the original weight limit, and dry out 1.5 pounds. And I had it down to a fine art. I used to weigh in bang on all the time, apart from once where I had to do a hot bath the morning of a fight, which wasn't ideal, and your head starts going.
It matters because he lost
all over the place,
$500,000, bro.
It's just not normal. Your opponent's enjoying his breakfast, and you're in the bath losing weight. So, yeah, it's horrible. And Tony knows about it, doing light heavyweight. I had no idea how he ever made light heavyweight, but he
And I
done.
used to do light
But
heavy. I
Tank
first
knew
honestly
that about
was
Ryan.
BBC.
In the
Big
weigh-in,
magazine
Tank
does
said,
the
look at your
IBF
lips.
after he beats him on his
He
scarf,
said,
the
you're
IBF.
thirsty.
And
You
that
ain't
10
eat
pound
this
thing
morning.
came in.
He knew
And I had to
all
get
of
it off
that
in the morning. It was hard.
makes
How much, Tony?
it impacts
Get off
the
in the
fight.
morning.
Yeah.
Tank
I
knew
just
that.
gained a little bit of fat for 3 pounds, but
Really?
it
It's still-
came
I
on.
know.
He
Yeah.
said
It came
himself.
on, and it didn't
Everybody
tell
trying
me
to act
now,
like it didn't make a
I'm not-
difference when they,
that
of course it
didn't-
makes a
that's not why
difference.
I lost. I was just dead at the weight.
Tank was laughing at him. He said, look at your lips. Look at you. He said, you drain. Remember?
Once you hit 30, your body changes
Gets tougher and tougher.
as an athlete, and it's tougher. And Cris is over that 30 age limit, and it gets hard to make weight. Carl,
We're gonna come back to this because it's a topic.
He said
we
that about
talk
Frank. He
all
said
day.
about
It's such
Frank too.
A massive part and a storyline.
But
in
then
this
Lamont
fight.
Roach came up in
also,
weight,
it is so
and then
much
Lamont said he's
more
too
than
small.
just
He didn't
boxing.
think
Just boxing.
he had to hit Lamont with anything because Lamont was coming up in weight.
The world's best players.
Lamont coming up in weight. He like, you know, Lamont fooled him. He came up in weight and was bigger than Tank. He was like, wait a second. I should hit him with a rehydration clause, man. Lamont Roach come in, bro. Hey, yo. He's bigger than me. All of a sudden, it's a draw. Dude, all that stuff matters. Yeah, Frank looked like claymation, man. He looked like the PJs. Frank over there looking like the PJs, man. That dude looked like an anteater. He looked incredible. And there you go. Just keep the pressure on. All right, hold on. Let me see what they talking about.
2025 FIFA World Cup, Club Cup, which will feature 32 of the world's top football clubs. Teams from Europe, Asia, the Americas, Africa,
Yeah.
and Oceania will compete
Okay.
for the coveted club world
Wilder.
champion title.
Right? When Wilder fought Tyson Fury, that was that first fight. That was the first big live commentary I had. When that happened, leading up to the fight, look at my old videos. I was like, Wilder is he's a real one for fighting him because Tyson Fury was better than him. I said Tyson Fury is better than him. But Wilder felt, hey, Tyson Fury been out for 3 years. You know what I mean? He had a fight or two. He ain't gonna be able to get away from my right hand. Tyson Fury was so much better than Wilder was incredible. But what people with the miscalculation was that Tyson Fury had 2 fights back. 2 fights. He had 2 full training camps back, and though he didn't look great, this will be his 3rd training camp. It doesn't take a great fighter that long. Now his 3rd training camp, he a different beast. He came back to form. By the 2nd fight, he was all the way back to form. It was over. Over with, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for Fatal Fury. A great night of championship boxing tomorrow from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England. It is all being brought to you by Ring Magazine and SNK Corporation, the publisher of the famous video fighting game Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, with Ben Shalom for Boxer, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing.
He called out Tank.
In association
he called out
with
Tank and
Ring
lost to him.
Magazine.
He called out Tank. He kept his word. Tank had a rehydration clause and a catch weight, and then whooped him.
Fund.
He whooped him at the negotiation tables.
SRMG.
He knew Ryan wanted him very badly, and he beat him at the negotiation
Saudia,
table because he's an
the
A-side.
national
There you go.
airline of Saudi Arabia.
He did what he had to do.
Jeddah Season.
Sugar Ray Leonard was good for that.
Cola. Visit Qatar. Core Group. Desert, NHC, Jacko, Sky, Arab National Bank, First Data, Sella, and SMC. A big thanks to those great sponsors. The Fatal Fury event is now sold out.
No!
But you can still watch it live worldwide on DAZN and here in the UK on Sky Sports box office. Let's now get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round cruiserweight contest.
Here we go.
We will first welcome from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. He brings a professional record consisting of 20 wins, 2 defeats, 17 of his 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the highly ranked fighter by all major sanctioning bodies and number 8 by Ring Magazine, Brandon Bulletproof Glinton.
Hey, man, this is going to be an emotional fight right here, bruh. Glinton, shit. That brother, yo, the way he was talking.
Now we welcome the fighting pride of Bournemouth, England. His professional record, 20 wins, 2 defeats, 13 of his 20 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World and ranked number 2 by Ring Magazine, known as the Gentleman, Cris Smith.
Man, I can't call it. I can't call this fight, bro. I can't call it. I just know this one hell of a matchup.
And
hey, ring to that thing on this one, bro.
Brandon Glinton. $199.5 for Brandon Bulletproof Glinton.
Bruh, God, that brother there is from Wakanda. That's Wakanda
Down to
blood.
The scale, Cris Smith.
That's Wakanda blood right there. Go ahead, boy.
199 pounds for the
Go ahead, boy.
Cris Smith.
Cris Smith is shit. All right, Bulletproof. I'm hitting you with bazooka missile. Yeah, Bulletproof got me excited. I was like, yo.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
Man.
these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round cruiserweight contest.
Hey, no, the talking don't matter now. Bulletproof is on. Hey. Hey, dog. Hey, dog. Billiam ain't moving, dog. Hey, Billiam ain't scared of you, bro. Hey, it's on. It's on, man. It's on now. Hey, that was, oh, shit. It's on now, bro. We'll see.
Brandon Glinton,
Hey.
knockout artist, recently went
Hey.
to Russia.
Hey.
His opponent in the 11th round.
Hey.
Carries power well
Oh,
deep
you
into
mother-
a fight against a
Good
very
wrestling.
disciplined,
I know mine would.
hard-working,
I'll make sure of it.
heavy-hitting Cris Smith.
Yeah, it's a good fight, really is. Smith's been in a few tough fights recently. It'll just be interesting to see what that's taken out of him. But certainly have him as the favourite in this fight. But Glinton seems up for it.
I'll make sure my breath funky all fight week. I
And
would.
now we
I
will
wouldn't
go
put, breath,
to
I wouldn't put
JB, who's
brush
interviewing
thumb
our
all
fighters on
fight
the
week.
stage.
Okay, what a way to kick things off. Tomorrow night, brilliant fight in the cruiserweight division. Brandon, final face-off done with Cris Smith. You've certainly brought the energy this week, but tell this crowd your final thoughts. How do you beat him tomorrow night?
My knockout. As I said, we're not predicting rounds. I'm not getting into all that, but Cris going to sleep. Previously, I said some things that weren't so favorable with the public. So for that, everyone, the comments I made about brain damage, I was wrong for that. You know, I get emotional. Obviously, it's the biggest fight of my career. You say things happen. You spend months on months training. So everybody, please forgive those comments.
We forgive you, brother.
But other than that, I just wanted to get the point across. He's going to sleep. That's it. He's going to sleep. He's
Man, we'll
Brandon
see.
Gladden, respect for that, and best of luck to you.
Hey, it's
tomorrow
on.
night as well.
It's
We are
on.
going to head over
It's
the
on,
stage
bro.
to grab a word with the gentleman, Mr. Chris
Yeah, we
Willem
forgive you,
Smith.
brother.
Chris, he has just apologised. Your support making themselves heard here. He's apologised for what he said yesterday. The comments were unsavoury, pretty personal. Has that changed the way you want to beat him tomorrow?
No, he's learning. He's learning, and he'll learn more on Saturday.
He said knockout. What's your version? How do you get back on track tomorrow night?
He's right in the knockout, but yeah, the only sleeping I'll be doing is very well after the fight when I'm back home.
Chris, wish you the best of luck tomorrow night. Top man.
Shit, it's on, man. I don't know. I ain't put no money on the fight. I got I have no idea. I have no idea. Somebody can go night-night.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest, and it'll be for the British Cruiserweight Championship.
Okay,
Let's first
Cruiserweight.
welcome the challenger from Tottenham,
Me either.
London,
Coda.
England. He is undefeated.
You
with
got the
12
house on
wins,
Glanton?
7 of his 12 wins coming by way
Yeah, I'm just
of
cheering.
knockout. He is the current English
That's the COO
Cruiserweight
back there.
champion.
The ring guy.
Now, the realist Riley.
Vidal, everybody, Vidal Riley is. I know my brother, man, Wade Concept. he loves Vidal. This is his fight. He can't wait. They got Maria upset.
And now
Maria,
let's
she holds her own.
the
She good.
Defending champion from Gravesend, Kent, England. He proudly represented Great Britain at the 2020 Olympics and now has a professional record of 10 wins, just 1 defeat. 7 of his 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning and defending British Cruiserweight Champion, known as C4 Sheb Clark.
Man, this brother here. This Marcus Garvey. See, I see
First
brothers
to the
like
scale,
that. He's a hard out.
Miguel Riley.
I'm talking about outside the ring. A brother that looks like that, bro. He a hard out.
199.5.
You may wait.
For Vidal, the realist Riley.
He may wait. Yeah, bro. Fred
Now
Hampton
to the
over here.
scale, Sheb Clark.
He's if Mercy Me was a person. See that shit? That's hey, bro. If you messing with a chick and she like, listen, I'm bringing my brother,
198.7
and he
for
comes out the house.
C4 Sheb Clark.
He comes out the house, bro, with the taco meat and shit. Is like, never mind, brother. You got it. I'm good. Hey, you gonna leave I'm gonna leave your sister completely. Forget leave her alone. I'm out. Your ass. Damn. You're on a chain gang or something. Like you, brother. He got taco meat in the skillet. Fred Hampton by the face, brother.
Round contest for the British Cruiserweight Championship.
The pain, he got the pain of our ancestors in his face.
A mouth-watering one, but a lot of
Hey,
people
I don't
are
know, man.
thinking
Clark,
this is
they
their
have
fight
this
of the
one,
night
dog.
contender.
Yeah, I'm blocking her.
It's possibly the hardest.
Clark,
fight
they
of
have
all
this
in
one,
terms
bro.
of who's a favorite. I imagine the bookies have a similar price.
Hey,
as well,
bro.
but a tough fight.
When you got a beard, when you got hair on your tear ducts, how does he have hair on his tear ducts? He cries Africa. He don't even. This man weak Africa, bro. This dude here. There is not a part of his body that doesn't have testosterone on it. You may have lost this one, bro.
But somebody, a lot of the boxing fans are.
This brother is Kimbo Slice by the torso. Fred Hampton head. And the history of our ancestors by the fifth.
Massive.
In Tottenham Hotspur's ground. So listen, it's a proper I don't want to say grudge match because these two have been really respectful.
This
to
brother
each other,
is what's
it's
going
a
on. The
domestic
entire
clash
album.
Of massive
The
magnitude in this part of the world.
album.
You know, in London, this is
He
London.
is Gil Scott-Heron's
We're standing
first
by with
5
JB,
albums.
who I believe has Vidal Riley next to him. JB, here we go.
Yes, a domestic banger in the cruiserweight division. Tomorrow night, British cruiserweight title on the line. Vidal Riley. The energy flowing
Riley,
here. I
you
just
look
said,
too
this is pretty
current.
special. And you agreed. You've said this is your destiny tomorrow for the Tottenham fan. at the
Nah,
home
you
of
look too
Tottenham
current,
Hotspur.
Riley. I
How
love
do
you like a play
turn
girl.
this
You got a
destiny and this
do-rag.
dream into reality tomorrow night?
Just do the business, man. Just do the business. Done everything we needed to do this week. The most important job is tomorrow, man. Handle business.
Wish you best of luck tomorrow night. Vidal
They
Riley,
don't
let's go
make
over here
men
for a
like
quick
Clark
final word.
anymore.
With
They
British
just don't
cruiserweight
make them
champion
anymore.
Chef Clark,
I don't know
our very
where
own
he
North London
came from.
derby at Tottenham tomorrow, lifelong Arsenal fan against lifelong Tottenham Hotspur
Brother,
supporter.
he got a
Chef,
shirt on. He
big
just
fight
doesn't
in your
look
career, looking to
current.
get back to winning ways and keep hold of that British title. How do you do it in this test? What do you see in Vidal Riley?
I use my skills. You
Oh,
know,
shit, Mike
I've got
Tyson voice.
pedigree, got experience, and you guys have seen glimpses of it. It will come together come tomorrow night, and I'll go home and still.
Chef, wish the best of luck.
This mug
tomorrow
got
night.
Mike
Good stuff.
Tyson voice,
Left me hanging as well on stage. Great.
Kimbo sliced chest, Fred Hampton face. Like this. this brother.
Our
this
next two
brother-
fighters competing tomorrow in a
Damn.
scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the vacant WBA International Middleweight Championship. Let's first welcome
here we go.
from Monaghan, Ireland. He is undefeated
Yeah, he Marvin
with
Gaye
19 wins, 10 of his 19
That man
wins
name is
coming
Marvin
by way of knockout. Here
No
it
Diddy.
is, the relentless,
That brother name is Marvin No
undefeated
Diddy.
fighter
He just got
known
too much.
as the silencer, Aaron McKenna.
Let me see. It's just a shame Chef Clark is such a grassroots fighter. I'm saying I've noticed a lot of UK undercards are very grassroots. I know, can't really relate to him, brother. That brother grassroots ain't
And
the
now
word.
let's welcome
That brother is
from
roots.
Liverpool,
The series.
England.
We get
His
grassroots.
professional record
That brother
consists
Kizzy,
of
Chicken George,
33 wins, 4 defeats,
Kunta.
1
That
draw,
brother
20
roots.
of his 33 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome the former WBO super welterweight champion of the world, Liam
My bad, Larry.
Smith.
I don't know who wins this one either. This is very. Liam Smith is one of those guys where it's like you think he's done
to the
and then he
scale,
wins again
Aaron
because he looks
McKenna.
like Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers.
159.7.
I can't put my
The
finger on. I don't know where
silencer,
Liam Smith is at.
McKenna.
I don't know where he's at in his career, bruh.
Now to the scale, Liam Smith.
He looked like Steve Martin by the head. Let me see. His name is Marvin. Sometimes.
160 pounds even for Liam Beefy.
This man just got a head full of gray, and you think it's over with, but then he wins and shit.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest for the vacant WBA International
Liam can go to sleep, or he can sleep, bro.
Tony, I want to come to you on this one. Liam Smith, Aaron McKenna, a tough fight. A year long.
I don't know.
Long layoff for Beefy.
This dude has got a 5 o'clock
He's
shadow
a
all
hungry
over his
opponent
face.
that wants to bang. How do you see this one
It's
going?
5
What do you
o'clock
think of this
for
fight?
him, no matter what time it is. Look at his head. Does he have a haircut? No. Let me see.
Liam is here to show he's not washed up.
Grown
and
man
he's
Ish
not done.
Gambino.
And I think he will. I think he'll come through a tough pace 4 to 5 rounds.
No
And I
matter
think he'll
where
see
he's
up
at,
the
it's
back
5
end of
o'clock.
it.
Oh, let me see. He might be old enough to fight Jake Paul. That is, you're funny as
A lot
hell.
of people won't even
You're
know who
funny as
Aaron
hell.
McKenna is. No disrespect to the kid, but he can really fight, and he's brave. That may be his downfall. I think that suits Liam.
Well, let's hear from the fighters themselves. Jamie, take it away.
Okay, Aaron, fight number 20, and look at this for a stage as well. Intense face.
That's the biggest stage there is.
What does this fight represent in your story and your journey so far?
This is what I've been training my whole life for. What a spectacle this is, and I intend to make the most of it.
I have the utmost respect for Liam.
He knocked
Smith,
out Chris
but I'm
Eubank
too
with that
young,
elbow,
too
though.
Fresh, too sharp, too big for him. And tomorrow night, he's going to realize he made a big mistake taking on me.
In one word, how do you do it?
Devastating fashion. KO always.
Great stuff. Aaron, wish you the best of luck tomorrow night. What a fight this is. Let's head over to Liam Beefy Smith.
ShowBizz, the
Liam,
energy
I just
you
asked Aaron
always
that
had is
question.
getting
What makes
drained.
this an
That is
important
what
fight in
happens
your
once
career?
you work
You've
with
been at
somebody
the
else.
very top, but what makes
All right,
this
let
an
me
important
just
moment
block
for
you
you as
real
well
quick because
tomorrow?
you don't want to be
Every
here
fight,
anyway,
every
brother.
fight at a, you know, a
You don't
stage
want to be
of
here
this
anyway.
magnitude is hugely
Let me
important.
ban
Got
the
eyes
user
on you,
real
but
quick.
Like I said, many
That's my
times
favorite thing to
it's,
do now. I
you
just
know, the last time I was in the ring, I was, you know,
I work for
a bad
myself.
performance, and this time round, I'm looking to right the wrongs and, you know, prove I'm still the best middleweight in Britain. And, you know, Adam
It's
McKenna's a
just
tough
funny
young
that
kid, but
sometimes I watch UK
ready
commentary
for me
and the
just yet.
fighter will
Just
have
finally, he says
horrible form
devastating
and they will
fashion.
be
What's
talking
your
about how
version of
amazing.
events just
Dog,
finally?
you be
Just
having
it's a
issues
brilliant
with
performance,
UK,
and
bro. I don't know what it is.
Man, Liam, wish you the best of luck tomorrow night.
Yeah, bro's out of here. He's out of here forever. He's out of here forever. That dude's out of here forever.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a trilogy rematch scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for the vacant WBA Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I still respect. Of
It is
course, I
brought to you in
respect Liam.
association
I
with
respect it.
Frank Warren for Queensberry, Gold Star Promotions, Wasserman Boxing, and AY Promotions.
Boxing is boxing no matter where it is. I agree.
Let's first welcome from Manchester, England, his professional record, 24 wins, 2 defeats, 16 of his 24 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former IBO
Hey,
light
that
heavyweight
bundle,
world
you see
champion,
they putting that
Lyndon
bundle on
King
advertisement down there?
Arthur.
Hey, this is another guy who finds himself in the ring constantly. Who do y'all have for this one, though? Who y'all got?
And now let's welcome
that's London.
from
He's
Ilford,
another guy
London,
who
England,
I don't
his
know when
professional
both of
record
these guys,
consists of
Yard and I don't know what
26
we're going to
wins,
get when they
3
enter the ring.
defeats, 24 of his 26 wins coming by way of knockout.
Yard 100%.
He is the former 2-time world title challenger.
Keep doing
and
your
ranked
thing,
number
Biz. We
5
appreciate you. Love
by
you,
Ring
boy.
Magazine. Here is Anthony,
Oh,
the
Matt
Beast
is
from
funny.
the East.
Okay, but Anthony Yard isn't mid. Is Anthony Yard mid? I met Anthony Yard in
First to
person
the scale,
at the Kovalev fight.
Lyndon Arthur.
You got Yard? Well, Stacey Kendrick, like that's my man's. New member, baby.
174.6 for Lyndon King Arthur.
I just don't know where he's at with it. You know?
Down to the scale, Anthony
Like he's
Yard.
formidable. I gotta see tomorrow, dog. Wait, this is their third fight, right? Dog, Yard so shredded when under your chest cast shadow.
174.2 for Anthony, the Beast from the East, Yard.
Dude, that dude there, he gets to the bag and he bags. Every chick, he be walking up to ladies like, yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
What it do, what it do, what it do?
tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest for the vacant WBA Intercontinental Light Heavyweight
Man,
Championship.
Lyndon banging that hat too. Oh, hey, watch the hands, bro.
Anthony Yard, Lyndon Arthur, the third of the trilogy. A little bit of needle as they talk to each other. What do you think they're saying to each other?
Yeah, it's one each.
I have no idea. I'll speak Tony. What are they saying, Tony?
We're before the watershed, Tony, so...
He ain't get his braids done. He ain't get his dreads done. That's dope.
We won't know what's getting said, but
He ain't about that
I
life.
don't think there's any real hatred or animosity between these two. I just think
Yard
there's a level
does
of
gas
respect.
out, though, doesn't he?
Digs at
Yard a
Anthony.
gas
Anthony
out.
doesn't like the fact that he touched upon it a couple of days ago. doesn't like that this kid's got one
He's
over
went on the cards
and
before. The
doesn't
better
sit
be
right
a
with him when he
hate
puts his
that.
head on the pillow at night, that he's 1-1
That's a part of it.
It's him who's insinuated that
That's why I never really look at that like that. That's a part of it. Better be able to figure him out. Got business.
It's going to be an incredible fight. You know, he's spoken about his mental headspace and the reasons why he
What
wasn't
the
quite
F
right
is
in the first fight.
I
But
have no idea, brother.
It is
I've
1-1.
lost.
This is the
That ring
decider.
belt back there is a belt. That's the one
It's a decent
the Rocky movies were based on. That's the Lineal title. That's the belt. I've been saying that since before Ring Magazine and Perch. I've been look back at my video. The Lineal title I put over Undisputed. I said that. I said that's the one. The man who beat the man. I've been saying that for years. To me, that's the title.
To look forward to in the chief support tomorrow night. It's one apiece between Lyndon Arthur and Anthony
Check
Yard.
the
Lyndon,
record.
Final
For
face
real,
off.
for real.
I have
Yeah.
to ask, what were you saying to Anthony Yard there?
Nothing. It's just a bit of banter back and forth. He's telling me I look scared, apparently. I look scared?
No, Lyndon, no, that's one thing. Arthur ain't
That's
scared.
him, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
In terms
That's
of
the one
this,
thing he is
you beat
not.
him before. How do you believe you beat him again tomorrow night?
I think I stop him. I believe I stop him. But
It's gonna be a
I'm
good
scared,
fight.
so I don't know.
The one thing you can
terms
say
of the
about
version
Lyndon, though, he
of
ain't scared of
yourself,
a damn
what
thing,
version
bro.
of
Donnie,
Lyndon Arthur are we
you
gonna
can't
see
say
tomorrow night?
scared, bro.
Best one that's been yet, I believe. I'm in the best shape of my life, so doing everything proper for once.
Great stuff. Lyndon
Comment.
Arthur, look
Hey,
forward to
hey,
this
Salate, stop.
tomorrow night. Let's hear
Stop.
from the man in the opposite corner, Anthony Yard. Anthony, weight made. He says it was a bit of banter, a bit of back and forth. What were you saying to each other up there?
I was asking him if he's scared. If he's scared, talk about his glasses. I can't remember. We were just chatting shit.
I can't remember,
I said to
man.
him there, it's one apiece.
Man,
He's
his
predicting
forehead
that
looks
he'll
like
stop you
mine.
this time. I know you
Telling
said
you,
all week
man,
that
something's in the
one
water.
apiece annoys
My
you.
forehead getting
How
bigger
do you
and bigger.
settle
Something's
this
in the
rivalry
water, bro.
tomorrow in your
Me
own
and
mind?
Yard drinking the
Everyone
same
knows my style.
water or
I don't
something.
trash talk or nothing
Forehead.
like that, but my style is I like to win by knockout. So regardless if it's him, anybody, I want to win the fight by knockout. So especially it being him.
Yeah, Maria,
gonna win the
I'm with
fight
you,
by
girl.
knockout.
Do you
Fantastic. Wish
think
you the
white
best of luck.
people got
Tomorrow
more
night, the
sensitive
decider
skin
in the chief
around the
support.
face than other cultures? I have no idea.
Well, that is the
face
undercard
markup
weigh-in
easy,
that we
medical
still
stoppages
have
more like
the
I
main
don't, brother.
event weigh-in to come. With all the
Brother,
drama,
I ain't
I'm
got
sure
that.
it's going to
I
be
can't
very,
call
very
that, bro.
spicy.
You,
Guess
I
what, guys? I
shit.
am
You get cut, you get cut,
to
you
say,
swollen.
I'm joined in the studio by the one and only.
Oh, y'all
Sheeran
got more
Dapper.
sensitive.
As usual,
I have no
Ryan,
idea.
trying.
I've never
It's a
been white
pleasure to
in my
have you here.
life.
When you see,
Oh, let me see.
you know, does this
Comment.
make you still
Should call out
hungry
Jake.
again for
Funny.
those big fights, those big fight nights? You've already been part of some just recently, obviously against Carlos Adames.
No, some in the water, bro.
Yeah,
My
for sure,
forehead
It's
been
my first
foreheading.
outing
Have y'all seen me
back in,
lately?
like, a boxing
My
environment
forehead
since the
been
fight.
going in.
I was in
Oh
a bit
shit.
of a dark place,
Gerard.
but, you know, I got out of it, and yeah, I'm better now. Understandably, big changes are happening around you.
Matt said Sherrod should move up, and he's doing it.
Yeah, no, I felt like I needed it. I felt like I needed it. Not that anyone was to blame, but me as a fighter, I feel like after sitting
Bro,
down
you
with my
ain't
team
never
after my
lied,
last
bro.
fight, we kind of identified the necessary changes, and changes meant getting rid of 80% of the people. I
Yeah,
had
it's that
around me,
lineup.
you know what I mean? And choosing Andy Lee as a head trainer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to what's to come. Understandably, big events are on the horizon. Can you tell us that? Because I'm hearing rumours. Ring Magazine are purportedly
Biz,
talking
the Lineal
about a
and the
potential
Ring
July
are
fight day
separate.
in
Charlo
New
is
York.
Lineal
Can we
champ
talk about
right
that, or
now,
are we keeping that under?
and not the
I
Ring
can't
champ.
say anything official yet, but if the rumours are true, okay. What a great fight! What a great fight! I've always said now I'm in the era of boxing.
What
where
rumor?
The best fight the best.
Talking about Berlanga?
Very few fighters.
Yeah, he may stop
actually
Berlanga. I'm
do it, as they
not
say,
lying.
and I said after my last fight when I sat down with Frank and these guys, put me in a big fight at 168 and see how I do. You don't want to take the easy route. We've spoken a lot this morning about weight cuts and boiling down and being dry and how it affects you. Was it an easy decision? You go, do you know what? Maybe this isn't for me anymore. I've got to move on. The decision was about 3 fights ago. But
Okay, all right. So real quick, my man said, what the hell? Why isn't it showing? I don't know what's going on. But my man said, Biz, the Lineal, here it is. Biz, the Lineal and the Ring title are separate. Charlo is the Lineal champ right now, and not the ring champ at 154. Okay. What belt represents the lineal champ? Sean, what this is I got an answer. I got the answer for this. I'm just saying, what belt represents the lineal champion? Andy Lee fighters give me Colt vibes. They're so close to him. It's like they finna drink some special Kool-Aid. Hilarious. I just want to ask you guys, which belt represents the lineal title? Let me ask Sean. Give me an answer. Okay. There is no lineal belt. Okay. Here's the thing. Charlo has broke the lineage because he ain't fighting. I want y'all to understand what it means. All right. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Jim Jeffries retired as the champion. Jack Johnson fought for the vacant championship and became the champion. Jack Johnson. He restarted the lineage with him. Jim Jeffries was gone. You can't be a retired champion. But when Jim Jeffries came back and he unretired and got in the ring, he was the lineal champion. And then Jack fought him and held the title. So let me help you. Jermall Charlo is nothing right now until he gets back active in the ring. When he gets back active in the ring, he's lineal champion. It'll be represented by the ring title. He'll just have to have his fight to start the lineage back right. As of right now, he's nothing. When he comes back, he is lineal champion. And that would restart the lineage. And they will fight for the ring title, which represents the lineage. That's all. That's what the ring title is. That's what the belt is. All right, let me see.
Hold into this fight, as he should be. And I'm watching it as a fan. I'm watching it as a fan. It's nice to have this kind of the casuals buzzing around the fight like this. It's good. It's good. The energy is brilliant.
And Tony, I want to come to you a little bit because Cris obviously had the dramas this morning trying to make weight. He probably should be fighting at 168. This man here, 168. Is that a fight that you want to see?
Absolutely
Of course,
agree,
listen, I'm a
Ben.
big Hamza fan. Hamza's done amazing. That's how it happened. He's had ups and downs, setbacks, and now he's found the right place. I study and listen to all of what he's just said, and I like what he's saying because.
So just to give y'all some help, just to give y'all a little bit more help, all right, in understanding. Rocky Marciano was heavyweight champion. He left, right? So Archie Moore and Floyd Patterson fought for the title. Floyd Patterson won and became the champion. So he restarted the lineage with him. He is the champion, holding the belt. If Rocky Marciano would have came back, he would be considered the lineal, but they would have to fight. And after they fight, you'll see who's the champion. Rocky would have had to fight Floyd Patterson. If Floyd Patterson beat him, he's the lineal champion, represented by the belt. You get what I'm saying? So you can't just come back and say, hey, y'all, I'm back, and just walk around backstage and say I'm champion. No, you got to get in the ring. You get in the ring, then you reattach the lineal, and he would be rewarded the ring belt.
He's got all this to hand over to the fighters. Look at the job he's done with Joseph Parker. He created Joseph Parker in a whole new way. He's given him a new career, a new lease of life. And I don't think
it's simple. It's very simple. It's very simple.
It's going to help him. It can't do anything but benefits him. Like I said before,
You face Ben Cook.
Shoulders.
Dude, why everybody late? Come on, man. Y'all know what we want. Let's go.
it speaks for itself.
Tyson
So
Fury.
I'm wishing you
Another
the best of luck.
Thank you, Tom.
I think
Tyson
only
Fury, a
better
more
things are going
current
to come
example.
from him.
Yep.
And the experience of that Adama's fight will do him the world of good. When you don't get rid of someone that you may be expected to get rid of, when they're still there after them 9-10 rounds, when you're in the championship round, he didn't
The guy
quit, he didn't give in.
from
Hand
Cris,
completely
that's
smashed to
Tony
bits.
Bellew.
And here's easy, just pulled up and said, that's enough. We'll fight another day. And would have got it, by the way, because he's such a
It says it's going to rain on fight night in New York. Do they have a backup plan? Okay, let me help you with this. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I need to know the problem. What do you mean by that? Explain the problem. So I can know how to answer you, Josh Allen. It says it's going to rain. The Lineal champion of YouTube. Kevin, thank you so much, bro. Love you, boy. Josh Allen said it says it's going to rain on fight night in New York. Do they have a backup plan? I don't understand that question. He think they fight in the alley. I know. I don't want to assume they fighting outside. Okay. Josh Allen. This is where, and I'm not getting on you, brother, but you got to watch more boxing. All right. The Rumble in the Jungle was outside. Guess what they have when they fight outside? Don't forget, it rained like there was going to be the next flood, right? The next world flood. It rained all night in the Rumble in the Jungle. But guess what they have? They have a roof. Though it's outside, they have a tarp over and above just in case it rains. So it doesn't rain in the ring. There has been many fights outside. Brother, this shit is insane. There have been many fights outside. And they do have a roof for it, just in case. Does your school have academics? I was just going off pictures I seen, my bad. Just know that every fight that's outside has a roof. Also, there's no tickets. No, it's not going to be open to the public as far as ticket sales. You can watch it. You can be in the street watching it. But as far as, so there's nothing to, there's nothing to cancel. Let me see. Bruh.
So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I see Liam Smith when getting a late.
Does your school have academics? Right.
Hamza on the show because he pulls no punches. He does it. He's purely himself.
I didn't even know that was on. That's the first I heard. I didn't even know. So he gets the right. He obviously a mini version of Cross. Here's that. I haven't seen him. Have you seen him?
Yeah, nobody.
Very rarely on social media, so I haven't seen him. But
Nobody will be there if it's pouring rain. I get the question, but Biz is right. Yes, they will be there. Listen, here's the thing. The reason why it's a fail-proof plan is because they didn't sell tickets. So nobody's going to cancel. There's nothing to cancel. The only people that are allowed to be there at the fight, they only have like 100 seats or something like that. And that's for the media and for whoever who are invited. I think some people from Saudi Arabia, so they're not canceling. Everybody else, the streets will be filled. They're gonna put on what some people may call a raincoat or a jacket or have an umbrella. But people will watch, bro. There ain't gonna be a fight in the middle of Times Square for the free, and people ain't gonna be in the streets looking at it, bro. That's the Black Two Sugars. I mean, people gonna be around, bro. Let me see. Put the roof on 100%, bro. Yeah, put a poncho, an umbrella there. People will be around. They're gonna look at the forecast. They don't have to pay no money. It ain't gonna take them by surprise, and they're gonna be dressed appropriate.
Conor Benn is probably the best at taking the emotion out of fights, whereas Cris is steely. He's a showman. I don't think whatever goes on in his head, you would never know. He's like a duck. The legs are going crazy.
Here come Conor Benn right here.
I think he uses the emotion in a good way for himself. Like he fights. He's an aggressive fighter. He seems to be an aggressive person from what we see at the weigh-ins and workouts and everything else. But I think he can use that to his advantage. He doesn't want to be meek and timid when he gets in the ring. If this is persona outside the ring,
With the rain on.
we're going to see him go forward, But I do think he needs to be careful not to walk into an uppercut. Eubank has a very good uppercut, and Conor.
Oh no, I haven't heard anything.
I've
heard anything.
Foot. That may be the shot that Eubank tries to land.
Put the
When
coat
you
on.
see Conor and Cris and the 3-4 minute stare off, does that not
New
take
York
anything
deal with
out of you,
everyone
you know?
deals with
Usually
rain
it's
just
like,
fine,
right,
bro.
all eyes, let's do our fighting.
And I don't think this is the first time it ever rained. All of a sudden, if it rains, everyone like, whoa! I don't know what we're gonna do, brother. It rains all the time. People go to work, they walk. I don't get it. Listen, I don't know about y'all. I've seen rain before, so it's not.
And other fighters,
It ain't throwing me off.
in a negative way, and I feel like the only way it could affect Conor Benn in a negative light is due to the lack of experience of being on a big stage like this. He always comes out when you talk to him about that lack of experience. He says, as a 19-year-old kid,
That
with no
Letterman
amateur
is on.
experience,
That Letterman is
walking
on.
out
I thought it was
at
sleeveless
the
and he had
O2, a
tattoos.
packed O2, that's pressure, right? So he
Put the
feels
coat on.
like
It's crazy.
he might not necessarily have the same resume as Cris Eubank. He might not have fought on those.
Bro, I
nights
don't.
and
I've
had
seen
those
so many
fights.
fights outside. It ain't even fun.
I'll be honest, because a fight of this magnitude,
Manny
when you get your
Pacquiao
father's
versus
legacy on stage,
Horn. Jeff
that's
Horn was
pressure
outside.
there. That goes without saying, really.
I've seen so many fights outside. I don't get it.
The reason why he's so confident is he knows in his heart of heart he can't work any harder. And when a
Come on,
fighter
y'all.
puts it in the
Come
gym
on.
and knows he's got no
Put the weigh
boxes
in on.
left to tick, knows he's left no stone unturned.
Yeah, I felt rain a
walks
time or
in
two. Yeah.
so confident, and that's what training to the maximum you've got gives you. That's why when you see fights walk in and you think, how is he just so confident? People call it cocky. It's not cocky. It's not. It's just pure confidence.
Yeah, but Coley will be carried outside. Yeah, I've seen so many fights outside.
These lights.
I saw Holyfield night. I saw Floyd Mayweather outside. I think his first fight was outside. I think Floyd Mayweather's first pro fight was outside.
And we're talking about the man, and he's actually just behind
Duran
us.
Duran
Now. He's
three.
about
I
to
think
head down
so.
the stairs. He's in the
Hell,
building.
I think Hearns and Duran was probably outside.
He's probably not used to being
I've never
a
been
villain, right?
outside.
He was the people's champ, and Eubank was the villain. But he's here and he's
Hell,
not having
the
a laugh
barge.
with some of the fans here, putting his thumbs down. But he looks steely. He looks ready. Like you said, he's got that air of confidence. His father's behind him, which I'm sure gives him, an extra pep in his step in terms of when you're coming into these events.
Yeah, Shakur had a fight outside. Come on, y'all. And what it is Turkey.
Him in the right direction.
Oh, there's an issue because he looks different. Let me see. Snowstorm or Duran versus Barkley. Oh shit! There you go.
Not a bad dad.
Listen, y'all.
It's the Superman every morning.
Let's just keep it a bean. It's Turkey. He looks different. He's not from the States, so people lose their minds. Like common sense is out of the door. Can we just put the real on? He looks different, bro. He's not, he's from Saudi.
28 hours from sold out Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London. Two fighters, two arch rivals will step into the ring.
You know how nasty
and
humility
face
is
each
to
other
fight
in
in
the
dog.
main
It was
event
nasty
of
as
a
hell. You
great
feel
night of
like
world-class
someone
professional
pearl necklace.
boxing for your
Yeah, so-
entertainment.
Okay, but they're gonna fight,
And
and
now
it
we
happens
welcome
many
you
times. And
to
put the
the
fight on.
official weigh-in for that main event. It's a presentation of the Bible of Boxing Ring Magazine and SNK Corporation, publisher of the video combat game Fatal Fury, City of Wolves, along with promoters Ben.
I think, stop me if I'm lying, but I think Holyfield versus Riddick Bowe 2 was outside, and a fan man dropped in from outside onto the ring.
Visit Saudi, STC, SRMG, Dr. Suleiman Al Habib Medical Group, Saudia, the national airline of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Jeddah Season, Milaf Cola, Visit Qatar.
Yeah, he parachuted in.
Group, Dessert.
That brother got the
NHC,
closest you can get to a fight.
Sky, the Arab National Bank, First Data, Sella, and SMC. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the main event. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled in the middleweight division.
It was
and
Bowe,
on the
Holyfield
line,
2.
Legacy. But even
Look
more
it up.
important, bragging rights for sure. With almost 70,000 fans.
And then put
in
the
attendance,
apologize on.
This will be broadcast and streamed
Yeah, they whooped his ass.
live worldwide on DAZN. and available on both DAZN and Sky Sports box office here in the United Kingdom. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring the fighters to the stage and to the scales. First, from London with a perfect professional record consisting of
best ring at boy.
Fights, 23 victories, including
Put the lover in you
14 big wins by knockout. He's the European Continental welterweight champion. He is Conor the Destroyer Benn.
Here we go. Come on, Conor, walk out. He say your name now. Yeah, D1. People just Turkey it doesn't look like people, you know, people aren't used to Saudi Arabia, you know, somebody from Dubai or anything doing fights, and now they're just terrified. That's all it is. Same thing with the PBC. Al Heyman came in, you know, black man, a little different than what they used to, and all of a sudden, you know, people just were damn crazy. They just couldn't. It was the same random thing, you know, same fights, same shit. No matter the color, no matter nationality, there's people putting on fights, bro. I just want to watch, put the fight on.
Undefeated Conor the Destroyer Benn.
I swear before Lord, if Al Heyman put the fight on in Times Square, man, do you understand the different tone people would have? Let it been Al Heyman. Boy, there wouldn't be a damn YouTuber in sight that wouldn't be like the PBC, boy. Rented out Times Square.
His way to the ring
Bout it.
From East Sussex, his professional record an excellent one. 34 victories.
Man, that brother looks
big
thick.
Wins by knockout against
God, look at his eye.
defeats. He's a two-time IBO super middleweight world champion.
You ready to go
and
to
the
sleep?
Current IBO middleweight world champion, Cris Eubanks Jr.
God, look at his sunken in eyes, bruh. That is called sickness. Okay? He may win the fight, but I'm saying he ain't healthy. Man, they should hold him. They should hold him and carry him down, bruh. I would have carried him down. Yeah, Louis, his thing. Brain shrinking. I mean, Lord. His eyes don't look that sunken in. Oh, okay. So they don't. His eyes perfect. Yeah, he be clean.
The three-time IBO
The Alcatraz event
champion.
gonna be insane. That's gonna be crazy. I just think it's all great. I just like different shit. I'm not afraid of. I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah, boy. Let's go. Eubank beard hair falling out right now. Look like Clark's chest.
First fighter to the scale, the destroyer, the undefeated Conor Benn.
Yeah, his eyes do look sunken in. No, they don't. Whatever makes people feel good, bro. Just say they don't. I ain't got that kind of time no more, bro. I'm telling you, you can't make an observation, dog. I ain't got that kind. His eyes perfect. Everything's perfect, bro. Just put the weigh in on. I don't, brother. I'm telling you. No, be his cap. Yeah, okay, I can. Let's go.
The undefeated.
Just don't believe your eyes when you look at it.
Conor Benn.
Don't believe it, bro. That man in a full Speedo. He said, let me get my Speedo on. Put the Speedo on.
The scales.
Oh, he shredded at 156. He's still shredded.
156 pounds, 4 ounces.
I don't think he even going to rehydrate that much. Because that's his weight. He's staying on the scale. We already did it, Conor. We already did it. Get off the scale, bruh. We already did it, bruh. Get off the scale, brother. Conor, damn.
Next on to the scales, the 3-time IBO world champion. Again, his record, 34 victories.
Yeah, they fight at 160.
Wins by KO.
Fake weigh-in. Yeah, we already had the real weigh-in. So get off the scale.
2-time super middleweight champion with the IBO and the current IBO middleweight
he owned the scale.
champion.
Ooh, don't fall, bro.
Eubanks Jr.
Let's see how you look. Oh, let's go, Cris. Let's go, brother. Yeah, adjust. He's shredded.
160.05 pounds.
Yeah, they booting. Hey, man, what you want me to do, bro? You see my spine. You see my spine, shoulder blades. Come on. What you want me to do? You see my spine and shoulder blades and shit.
Stadium, London.
Look at his spine. I'm over. Come on.
On the line, legacy. On the line, bragging rights. It's
Come on.
Ben versus
I need some
Eubanks
porridge.
Jr.
I need some porridge, bro. Let me see. Ben on snack again. Look at those traps. He's on gear again, Shane. I don't see it, but you got it. He probably is. I don't know, dog. It wouldn't be smart. Eubank, I love eggs from my head down to my leg.
That will have been what he's performed best in the sparring, I would imagine. There or thereabouts.
Right, here we go.
That's what he feels great at in the gym. That's what he's thrown fast and harder.
Dog, Ben is cracking up. Oh, his eyes don't look sucking in. He don't look sick. There you go, y'all. He looks great. That brother eyes. He ain't hurting at all.
An increase, maybe a couple of pounds, I would say at the max. No more than
he said that he's going to feel pain. He was mummified and everything. Everything's perfect, huh? Miss weight after being mummified, bro. You got it.
A very, very expensive week for Eubank if he comes in above that 170
Look at Conor.
pound rehydration.
Well,
this is going to let me know everything.
Recover, so he's still more time then after the 8 o'clock weigh-in tomorrow morning to gain more. So he's going to be way more than 170 tomorrow night.
All right, probably, bro.
But
But if he doesn't, we know why. If he doesn't, I know why. And y'all gonna be backpedaling talking about, yeah, he was weight drained. He was. No, if he wins, I know why, bro. I'm looking at Ben. He's 35 years old, missing weight at 160, bro. He's 35 years old, cutting down and missing weight. I know why. If he doesn't do it, I know exactly why. Look at Cris. He's like, shit.
The first time tomorrow, he doesn't have control of something. When he lets his hands go, he can't control it, and he can't stop.
Man.
Well, when you look at these two, you can see that fiery hate. But soon,
Difference between their eyes.
Conor Benn. I mean, this is going to be special. You can feel the energy in this room has just gone up a notch.
No, I got no energy.
Leave it in the capable hands of Jamie, who's with Conor Benn right now.
Okay, Conor Benn, what a stage, the world awaits tomorrow night. Firstly, your reaction to everything that happened.
Conor Benn look like Conor McGregor right now.
I mean, it's an expensive price to pay, isn't it?
Put the mummy on.
You know, but he's disciplined, so he should have made the weight. He's made this weight his whole career, you know, he's expecting a little bit of sympathy, but he ain't got no sympathy around here.
156.4 for yourself. What was the thinking behind that and what that weight gives you tomorrow?
156 is a weight I felt comfortable at. You know, I'm not a 160 fighter. I'm not a 154 fighter. I'm a 147 fighter. So for me, I'm just going to go in there and use my speed, explosiveness, my ferocity. It's the way I fight. You know, for me, that's not a 160.
What did you take from that final face-off?
I don't really take much from it. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to look scared or intimidated or, you know, I'm neither. You know, and I'm just looking forward to Saturday night. We're here now, and, you know, I plan on giving the fans the
Not
fight they
guilty.
want.
And in terms of the fans, in terms of the fight you think they want, tell the world what happens in the ring, Conor Benn, tomorrow night.
You know what I'm there to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm there to get a job done, get in there and get the stoppage. I'm coming in there to take his head clean off.
Conor, I wish you the best of luck.
Right.
Thanks very much for
Hey,
speaking
let's
to
go.
us.
It's on. It's
Head
on.
over and try and find Cris Eubank Jr. as well, if we can.
Eubank missed weight on purpose. Get your lying ass out the chat.
Chris, we'll
Get
just
your
bring
lying
you
ass
to
off
the
the chat,
front of the
bro.
stage. Chris, I have to ask firstly, your version of events agonisingly just outside the
brain
160 limit. What is your version of what happened and how have you processed it all?
Listen, it is what it is. If they're going to take $500,000 off of me for being 0.5 pounds off of the limit, then that's just what it is. That's the people that Eddie Hearn and Matchroom and Conor Benn are. At the end of the day, weights have no relevance to what happens tomorrow night. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to stop this guy.
How do you move forward now with caution, of course, ahead of the second day weigh-in tomorrow?
Yeah, the rehydration clause is still in play. So I have to watch what I eat, I have to watch what I drink. But again, all these things, you know, they're set up to distract, to displace, to try and get me off of track. None of it will work.
I asked Conor, what did you take from that final face-off there here tonight?
Nothing. He is, you know, he's in for a hell of a surprise. He thinks he's going to go out there and, you know, hop, skip, and a step and a right hand, as he says. He has no idea the pain that is in store for him tomorrow night.
Go ahead,
You got a
boy.
great reception as you were walking down there off the stairs. I saw it brought a smile to your face. What is your promise, Chris, to all these fans who want to see you beat Conor Benn tomorrow? What's your promise to them?
The procedure will be parliamentary.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. I wish you the best of luck. Tomorrow night, I wonder if we can bring in Eddie Hearn and Ben Shalom. Final word from both sides of the
That's
promotion.
my
Conor Benn
guy,
bringing you on
dog.
first. I keep saying this. What a stage.
The procedure
Why does your man win tomorrow
will be
night?
parliamentary.
Well, he's a better fighter. He's a world level fighter. He's a fighter that's been here before in the big nights, the big pay-per-view nights, and ultimately it will just become down to who can handle the pressure and who's a better boxer, and that's Cris Eubank Jr. every day of the week, and I cannot wait to put this to bed on Saturday night.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much. Let's bring in promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie,
Yeah, he gave
same
to it.
question to you, really. Obviously, a little bit of drama. Today wouldn't be boxing without a little bit of drama, but what is your version of events tomorrow for Conor Benn?
You know, Cris is a great fighter, the IBO middleweight champion of the world. Couldn't make middleweight this morning, but that's okay. Everybody needs a bit of discipline in their life, and Conor Benn's ready. You know, the swing and the mojo has just switched so much, and it will continue to swing over the next 24 hours. But for me, no one's asking a question about Conor Benn coming up 2 weights, taking on a man that's much bigger to him. And you will see him chop down the tree tomorrow night in front of 65,000 people at Tottenham Hotspur. His father will be there ring walking with him. This means so much to the family, the legacy, everything. I've never met a young man that wants to win so bad. Everything that he's been through over the last couple of years, God works in mysterious ways. Watch us get justice tomorrow night. Watch him take out Eubank. I thought 6 rounds. Conor says inside 2 rounds. We'll split the difference. Ben inside 4 rounds.
Thank you, Eddie. The talking is over. All that's left to do
is fight.
fight.
Yeah. All right. So in my eyes, and I got some big ass eyes. And these eyes and these peoples, all right? In my opinion, I know the underdog, according to my bookie, is Conor Benn. In my opinion, the underdog is Cris Eubank. He got so much working against him. He had to mummify himself to miss weight. Tried twice, got butt-ass naked and missed. Still got work to do tonight. He can't rehydrate over 10 pounds tonight, or else that's another penalty. He's already mad at losing $500,000. So he's been penalized, pissed off by that. That's 3. His daddy called him a disgrace and not showing up for the biggest fight of his life and one of the biggest fights in UK history. That's 4. Conor Benn is able to show up at a comfortable weight, look explosive and ready. That's 5'6". His daddy is there. That's 7'8". Conor Benn was able to see the trouble that Cris Eubank put himself through to make weight, giving him extra confidence. The brain is everything. The only thing that Conor Benn Jr., that Cris Eubank Jr. has right now is his balls. And you saw him on full display in that interview. All he got right now is his balls. Because another thing that he doesn't have for him that's working against him at 7 is he's 35, out of his prime. Conor Benn is in his prime. I'm looking at all that stacked against Cris Eubank, and I don't see Conor Benn as the underdog. At this point, it's hard not to root for Eubank. Oh, he ain't got his daddy. He ain't got his prime. He ain't got his weight. And he damn sure ain't got his money. All he got is his balls. That man got no teethers, and he damn sure ain't got no driver's license. Cris is coming in at 168. Let me tell you the problem with that. The problem with that is that's the weight class he's more comfortable fighting at, meaning that when he fights at 168, he hydrates past that. He has to cut to fight at 168. So for him to come in at a weight that he usually cut to get to, that brother got a diet tonight, bruh. He is already mummified. And then he got a diet tonight. I'm mummified and I got a diet. They already hit him with 500,000. All right, Richard, I'm saying, he damn sure ain't got no driver's license. Don't be surprised if the winner of this fight faces Canelo. That's what they're trying to set up. Canelo shit just got messed up by Nigel Benn. Nigel Benn talking about how Cris Eubank made William Skull quit. Not Cris Eubank, but Conor Benn. Nigel Benn said his son Conor Benn made William Skull quit. Canelo's like, damn, bruh. I'm coming in at 190 and whooping that. And that may be bad for you. If this man comes from mummification and his body works up to 190, he's going to be up in there like, yeah, y'all don't get it. Let me tell you what y'all don't get, bro. Let me tell you what y'all don't get. All right. When you got to cut weight drastically while training, cutting weight, when you have to cut weight drastically, that dives into so much of your training. So that's one thing. All right. Then you have to rehydrate. Do you know what that does to your body? What it does to your body is every time Ryan Garcia throws a punch at your face, you're humping the canvas, Devin Haney style. Remember Devin Haney eyes were sucking in and said, we're true professionals and we still made weight. And every time Ryan Garcia threw his, that brother was humping the canvas. That's what it does to you. So when you rehydrate, your body gets exhausted from repairing itself to be able to work. Your body is trying to function. That's why it repairs. Like, it's just trying to function, not perform at a championship level. It's just trying to function. But on top of that, he can't just rehydrate. He has to rehydrate on a diet so he doesn't recover naturally and fully. He has to tell his body, recover, but that's how you have Ryan Garcia shaking his head no, taking a football knee in the middle of the ring, bro. Y'all, here, this is what it is. This is what it is. If you disagree with me, this is what you're actually saying. I got Cris Eubank. So if you say anything that works against that, you're capping. That's really what it is. No, he's totally fine. But here's my thing. When you say that he's totally fine, if he wins, you can't say all he did to win. You just say he's totally fine. When you say he's totally fine, Cris Eubank Jr. fans, if he loses tomorrow, you got to say that Conor Benn beat the best Cris Eubank Jr. What I say is the real. So whatever you see tomorrow, you get to measure it appropriately. He won on top of all of that. He won against all odds. If he loses tomorrow, you're like, you know why? Always keep it a beam so you don't have to cap later. Just keep it real all the way through. Oh, let me see. You capping Biz, he good. Exactly. Exactly, bro. This scenario feels like Pacquiao De La Hoya won it. It really does. It really does, because here's the thing. Look at that weigh-in of Pacquiao De La Hoya. De La Hoya was like, he threw an uppercut and everything. You thought he was good. Shit, that was all play. Let me see. Neither one of these fighters can endure a single punch from Canelo, in my opinion, nor have the grit to last 12 rounds. 100%. They're not good enough. Don't be surprised with what. Yeah. Let me see. He needed some ostrich from Ryan. He needed something. And that's why Ryan Garcia is fighting at welterweight now. That's why Ryan Garcia was like, hey, I tried to make 140. You kind of did. You tried, but you ain't going to try the detriment. So he was just like, I tried to make. You kind of did. You ain't. You ain't going to break it. See, the thing is, that's the thing about Cris Eubank. Cris Eubank Jr., this is what I wanted to say yesterday, and I said it before we really got started in this podcast. I got to go. But what the thing about Cris Eubank is he kept talking about how he was a professional. He couldn't miss weight on purpose. He had to try, and in trying, he destroyed his body. He couldn't just miss weight, right? It would have been smart for him to come in 163. Hey, I tried. You know what I mean? But the whole time you're egg smashing, you saying you're a professional, you saying he's a cheater, so you can't miss weight. So he destroyed himself and still missed. So he got hit with $500,000 fine. So he's like, tonight he's worried about not missing again. Because if he missed again, who's not the professional? You missed twice. So if he wins, Conor Benn was like, you're not a professional. Bruh. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow is the fight. I will be giving away an autograph George Foreman. But this is what I want to say. My bookie sponsored the giveaway. All right. Make sure you a subscriber and make sure you follow them on Instagram. Here's the thing. My bookie since they sponsored the giveaway, they want to give one of the boxing gloves to one of you who will be joining the live performance at the City Winery in New York, May 1st, next week. They want one of you to win in person. They think it'd be a great moment. I do too. So I'll be giving one away tomorrow. The next one I'll be giving away at the City Winery live, and I will hand it to one of you, bringing one of you on stage to get your prize. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Okay, thank you all for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz Adult. Tomorrow we got the fight, and we're gonna have some parliamentary procedure going on. I'm out. Oh my goodness.